Good morning. It is Thursday in Saskatoon. It is day 6 of the curling trials right here on TSN. They enter the trials on fire, and they haven't taken their foot off the gas pedal.
Can you save it for the skipper? Oh, goodness, you did. What a shot.
An extra N win yesterday kept Tracy Fleury's record perfect, 5-0, and the leader of the pack. But there are many chasing, including Laura Walker. Last season's third-place finish at the Scotties was something to build on, as was a big win yesterday. Can Walker keep her playoff hopes alive? Team Fleury, Team Walker. Draw 13, next. The round robin keeps rolling at this year's Canadian curling trials for the men and women. All the action at SaskTel Centre. And this certainly is the exciting time of the week. Hi, everybody. Glad you're watching our coverage on TSN. Brian Mudrick joined by Kathy Gauthier. And a lot of these athletes, Kathy, working their entire lives for this moment. And it comes down to this week. And some great shot making. A lot of back and forth games so far. Momentum changes. And that included yesterday, draw 11, as Tracy Fleury trying to remain undefeated at this event.
Well, first of all, Jacqueline Harrison was a team that came through the pre-trials. We didn't know that much about her. She threw everything at Tracy Fleury, making her squeak the guard to win that game.
I love the reaction from Tracy after the shot. It's like, oh man, my sweepers, they saved me, but they got it done. And there's that sigh of relief and some high fives, picking up the win, still undefeated. This, the men, last night, and it was a rematch of the trials final from Ottawa 2017. Kevin Cooey, Mike McEwen.
Well, if you're a curling fan, you loved everything about this game from the first to the last, and brilliant shot making by both sides, but he had hammer and he won.
And hopefully he bought drinks or dinner for Ben Hebert and BJ Neufeld, because man, they saved that. Hebert pounded that out of his hand the entire way. He got it there full 4 and the victory. So let's check the standings. Getting closer to championship weekend, and this we know for Tracy Fleury and Jennifer Jones on the women's side, win and you're into the playoffs. And we know on the men's side, those 5 lost teams, Dunstone and Botcher, are out of the competition officially. All right, so let's focus on our feature this morning. It is Laura Walker, it is Tracy Fleury, and Fleury, man, what a team when it comes to points and ranking. #1 in the world, undefeated so far at this event. But Kathy, you feel the ceiling's higher for this team still. Why?
Well, it certainly is, Brian, after yesterday. It was a little bit disconcerting. Tracy Fleury, 73, that's her worst game this week. Still 11% better than all other skips, but 44% on draws. That is not going to cut it against this Walker team.
Laura Walker, 2 and 3 coming in. Obviously, they've had some lineup shuffling, but you feel they played better than the record.
Oh, they definitely have. If you think back to an extra end loss against Jennifer, an overswept Stone. Otherwise, she's 3 and 1, and it's a different story. She was 53% was Laura when Kate was missing out of the lineup, 93 with her back. She's back.
So Walker, that bronze in the bubble at the Scotties, hard to believe Tracy Fleury has never been to the trials. She has fit right in. What a matchup. First rock next from Saskatoon.
The Olympics is a hard thing to get to for any athlete, but as a curler in Canada, the Olympics are near impossible to get to. So to be one of those people that get to experience that, I would feel just a whole bunch of gratitude.
Oh, it would be such an honor. We love our country, and to wear the maple leaf would just be such a privilege. Yeah, it would be very exciting.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada, by BKT Tires and OK Tire, by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, and by Sponge Towels, made for real-life messes.
The round robin continues from Saskatoon. Playoffs just a couple days away. As it's handshakes before our feature, it is time to meet the team brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And we start with Team Fleury, and what a week they've had so far. Your lead, Kristen McCush, Liz Fife at second, Selena Negevin at third, and your skip, Tracy Fleury. She has been out-skipping the competition thus far. Team Walker at lead, Nadine Scotland second, Taylor McDonald third, Kate Cameron, and your skip is Laura Walker. So Walker out of the Sabo Community Sports Center in Edmonton, Team Fleury out of the East St. Paul Curling Club in Manitoba, and Hammer belonging to Tracy Fleury as her incredible week continues, trying to remain perfect. She's got the red rocks this morning, Team Walker the yellow rocks, and throwing lead stones for Team Walker is Nadine Scotland, and it's great to see Nadine back. Had a tough decision to make in the bubble because she was expecting a baby, so she had to watch from afar, but she is back, and Laura Walker said, man, it's just like having a part of your body back, having Nadine back. She is the lighthearted one on the team. She's the jokester. She keeps things fresh out there, and it's wonderful, she says, to have Nadine back.
And it doesn't mean that the player that you've replaced her with is not a great performer. There's just certain chemistry that people bring to a team, and Nadine is a big part of it.
Line's good. Fully. Top 8. Through 4. Lots of line. Needs to curl. We're a little heavy right now. Okay, needs to curl. Back 4. If you're behind T, go right back. We're back 8. Okay, make sure. It's coming down a hair a bit. Back 8.
You're back there. You're back there.
Sorry. Okay. 7.
We talked a little bit about Laura Walker in the beginning of the program and how important Kate is to her, and that's one of the keys. Kate gives Laura a lot of confidence in her demeanor and also her performance this week. And the biggest difference, I think the key is going to be second position today. Taylor McDonald trailing considerably, the second on the other side. Liz Fife needs a big game from Taylor.
You got more line. Line's good. Go ahead. Switch if you're not quite top 4. Hard, you need fully. Hard, Kate, hard. Hard, keep going. Hard. Go.
And we talked about the second position. That is a huge advantage on Team Fleury. Liz Fife putting up some huge numbers. And that's where you're going to find the big edge. And for Tracy, we talked about 44% in draws yesterday. Needs to get that feel back, not a number, but the feel.
Keys to the Game brought to you by Sponge Towel, paper towels made for real life messes. And we have about 5 loads of sponge towels for the broadcast crew here.
I was waiting for you to say, and we've got a mess.
That's good, Kristen. All right, it was close. Okay. Maybe a hair off, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Solid. Right, was close.
Or 14.5 on Navy.
Okay.
And here is Taylor McDonald for Team Walker. When you look at the matchups, Kathy, or the head-to-head this week, is second one that you're concentrating on here or in this particular matchup this morning?
It is the seconds. I really, when looking at the numbers, you see a little bit of percentages higher or lower, but it is at this position that the discrepancy stands out. Not only percentages, plus minuses, all of those things.
I got 14. Just through. Okay. A small piece. Yeah, might be a little fresh here. Okay. 14 T? Yeah. Yeah.
Very strong week for Liz.
Really gotta go. A little more. Oh, no, gotta go. Whoa. Whoa, yeah, just roll it off the guard. That's fine. Yeah, roll it off. Right off, Kristen. Right over, Kristen.
Well, I've referenced the seconds a couple of times. Here's what I actually mean. We can show you some numbers to show the big differences. So Liz Fife tied for first, 88%. That's a 10% difference. Then Taylor, that makes a difference. But the key thing is the +4 rating and the -4. That means Liz finds ways to be better than all of her opposition. And unfortunately for Taylor, has struggled. Regardless of what her number is, her opposition is finding ways to be better than she.
Two Scotties for McDonald, obviously with Laura Walker winning that bronze medal. She was also an alternate for Tracy Fleury at the Scotties in Sydney back in 2019, so knows this team well.
Okay.
Now you can see the length of that guard. There's a little bit showing, but because of the wonderful finish on this ice, an opportunity to get around, tap that stone back.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Back. Whoa. Touch solid. Clean. Selena. Weight's good. Whoa. Yep. 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 Whoa. Whoa. Good. Came down, hey? This here.
Well, Kathy, they have rules at this event.
I never liked rules.
I know. 5 rock rule, obviously, 10 ends, 38 minutes. You have 2 timeouts of your thinking time as well. And there's been a few games. You've covered them all, Kathy, doing updates. A great job throughout the week. And some have come down literally to the last few seconds for a lot of teams, a lot of conversations out there.
It is an important part of the game to manage your time clock.
Hard! Never off, Nadine. Hard!
Ah, great brushing.
Actually pops out the other side. And they will be shot stone, top 4.
Oh my gosh, there's a rock there. I don't know how much I don't think you really moved it at all.
You think that was hard?
And the challenge is as you get to that center path. We know that early in the game, because the play in the draw to the button is to the middle, that center line doesn't get a lot of action. And it's as it gets there, you heard both of the sweepers say, I thought she had much more. The weight really came off.
Nice. Mom? Weight's good? No. Weight's good. Liz. Close. Go, Liz. Hard, you got it. Keep going. Hard. Whoa. Kristen.
Selena Negevin hit, flip underneath, and a nice shot. Top button. And Team Fleury lying 2 with hammer here in the first.
Hey, 14 and a half?
No, almost the same way you threw.
Because I do think that rock might be slow.
Okay.
I feel like I didn't kick
I think
with back
14
eight.
then.
Okay.
So little discussion. Did Kate underthrow it? Is the rock a little bit different? Trying to use that as a bit of a guide for this one.
Weight's good.
Lock it on, top button. Line's great.
We're max right now.
No bounce yet.
Little bounce.
Line's great.
Weight's good.
Yeah, line.
Just do it.
Yeah, line.
Just do it.
Gotta go.
We're bumping. Little bump. Hard line.
Gotta go line.
Hard. You gotta go, Nadine. You really gotta go. Go. Okay. Nice weight. 14-2. Good weight. You can get to the nose. Back line. Hit. I think the speed is okay here now.
There.
Yeah, I
thought
think
it was
so.
all the way out to that too.
You got it.
My first one, I'm scratching my head over because we all thought it was hard.
That
like
was
back
the rock
eight.
that I didn't like in
That's what I
practice.
just said to them.
Well, those two, I guess, you know,
Back line.
Batman and Robin, Thelma and Louise, you said it's a big part is having Kate back. And if you're just watching her coverage, she had to leave the lineup. She was sick. It had nothing to do with COVID. And the players are tested, by the way. It was not COVID related, so had an illness, is back. And you feel, oh, just that rub up top. You feel that's a big dynamic and a part of this team.
It's not only Kate's ability at shooting. They have a really nice dynamic. Laura and Kate, both very straight shooters, very pragmatic.
So I was like, oh, I don't want to stay too far away
Ha,
from this.
straight lines, like, yeah.
And the corner threes are yellow too. Like, this isn't horrible. What'd you get on mine?
14-1. I like this. We know it. I do think another one down here will run a little bit better, but I took a hair more. Okay, I like that. Just freeze it right on the nose. Okay, take a 14, low 14. Okay. We can tap it a hair if the line's good. Okay, you got it, Laura. Nice and sharp out here.
So trying to get to the face of that stone.
Let's go, Laura.
She's talking about tapping it, but even if she's a little bit short, the scoring zone for Tracy Fleury with hammer is starting to really shrink.
Top 4, line's okay.
31-year-old Laura
No
Walker,
bounce yet.
We're bouncing.
the skip out of Edmonton.
Bouncing.
Line should get there. Stay with it. More
Wait.
line than me.
Still bouncing.
Yep.
Weight's good.
No bounce. No bounce.
Little bounce.
No bounce.
girl.
Very nice.
Nice call, Kate. What's your thing?
So Fleury shot stone, but man, those 2 yellows in a great spot, top 4 for Walker.
Shoot, just curl the hair at the end.
It looks like it's all the way out there. But I was like, I think the line should get there.
Nice throw.
You like that, Liz? Yeah, but if we go here, and this one's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I
know,
really
I'm just,
see,
yeah,
I
wondering
think.
Try to
She's
guard
got
this
both
now.
ways, though, right? Like it
Well,
goes,
this.
well, actually, no,
No,
this
she doesn't have
goes.
anything
Yeah,
else
sorry.
to do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm just wondering if we
Right.
guard this now.
Unless can we chase this with a tap? It's moving hard. No, he's not that.
Well, okay. We could. We might set up a double on ours, though. Yeah, I'm just wondering
mind
if
the
we guard
guard.
this now.
Guard.
Then what does she? She maybe plays
yeah,
that.
We're not going to get to.
Yeah, or she probably comes here somewhere, and then we don't have much for 2.
Okay, let's play this. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta. It's diving hard. We have to
Skinny
just
the-
miss
yeah.
that one. Yeah. I mean, even if I'm a little heavy, right? We still sit together.
One of the things they're concerned about is this is the shot that they feel that maybe played on Laura's second if they leave it. But you hate to throw a guard when you have hammer. By coming down here, they can't get second. Well, they could get second shot if they're just touching it, but they're trying to set up the situation where they can for sure score 2. Tracy's concern is that if they play the guard on the far side, they won't have a shot for 2. But in playing this, if you're not perfect, you also create the opportunity for your opponent to get rid of your stone on your last.
Got it.
So on that vein, Kathy, making a play on those 2 yellows, top 4, is just not going to help her enough to score that 2, so she's staying away from them?
Well, she talked about trying to play this in turn and catch the one that Laura just threw to actually move that other yellow stone out of the way so that the raise wouldn't be there, but you can wind up promoting it on your own.
Back 8! Back 8! Yes!
Tapping it a lot.
So skip stones here in the first.
Really tapping it.
A little bump, a little roll, and still shot stone.
Okay, Trace.
2-3 belong to Walker.
A lot of weight.
What was that? 13-8. Oh, it just touched ours, eh? Yeah.
Unfortunately, just set that double, an
How much room do you have
opportunity to
left,
get
Star? Do you have like this?
to the inside
You
and
have
just
this?
move that stone out of the forefoot. Doesn't have to move it far.
Okay, great. Then it's there. Okay. You gonna throw it like a peel?
Okay, great.
This is gonna move.
Do you think I can and get by the guard and get enough of it? Okay, then yeah, I think so. Just here then?
Is that
Oh,
what
I
like
think
that?
she can
Because that means
too.
you're asking for like 4 inches
I think
of
we're
curl.
gonna see some curl here.
Okay.
Hair less.
You got it, Laura.
A little less.
And that conversation right there is what makes Kate so good. Laura said, you know, do you think I can get by the guard? And Kate just went, mm-hmm. It's just the understated, be calm, throw it. It's not a big deal. I got this.
Yeah. I don't think it'll do much.
That feeds really well to Laura.
So for our viewers at home, Kathy,
You got it. Think that's still
obviously
back
there's
size?
many options in curling, but
I just gave you
no
hair
talk
less.
about promoting a yellow stone onto the red?
Right about now, you've got the option of hitting this stone, and anywhere on the inside, it's going to push that red stone sideways, and you'll lie 2. Pretty tough double. Tracy Fleury will have to draw to the pin.
Yep. Whoa. Yes.
So big weight in turn, final stone for Walker in this first without hammer.
Whoa. Anything, Nadine. You're gonna get
Laura
hurt.
Walker
Go, go,
hits
go,
the
go,
red,
go, go.
spills it in, and did she move it enough?
Okay.
I could not get my grip in there. Well, I don't know if you pushed it quite far enough. But
Yeah, same weight.
Very close to see who shot stone with one to
Think
come.
red? I think red.
It looks like Fleury to me. I agree,
Just
Kathy.
needed to curl that little bit more. Was not necessarily going to move that red out, just wanted to push it far enough.
Yeah, we can. Hurt her.
I'm heavy and it really overthrows. Well, yeah, but if we want to try for 2, like I think it's there for 2. If we just throw back 8.
Yeah.
Make a decision though, guys. We use a lot of time then. Yeah, we can try it. Okay. So just like a back 8. Yeah.
Okay, pretty much the same weight, back 8.
Okay.
Gotta try to get to like
4 trays.
as much as we can of it.
So throwing just quiet weight, all she needs to do is move it there, and she can't throw a lot of weight because you can see she can't afford to roll at all because of that stone right there. Very tricky shot.
A little tighter path, but I think should be similar.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Little more.
This is
Trace, we got
really,
Trace.
really
Got
tough.
it.
So a chance to convert with hammer. Opportunity for two, and you see the efficiency, 42%, third in the field, and a chance for two. Final stone on the way here in one.
Back 4. We're light. Whoa. Hit the guard, hit the guard, hit the guard. Kristen.
I think I'll measure those.
Yeah.
So they will put a stick to it.
Watch out behind you guys.
Yeah, rocks incoming. Be careful out there, ladies.
We're measuring those, Kristen. We're measuring those.
Oh, boy. So some miscommunication as they were going to measure and then kicked away.
It was close, like it was close. Sorry.
So we'll take one more look at what happened here, and obviously just some miscommunication on the ice. They called for the measure. So an unfortunate start to the game, and we'll sort things out when we come back. Welcome back to Saskatoon, Day 6. Glad you're with us for this morning draw. You see the score, so Laura Walker actually stealing a point in that first end. And we have Kathy here. I'm going to set this up, Kathy. You can explain the ruling. So Kristen McCush obviously didn't hear, and obviously no fault of her own. She just didn't realize they were going to measure, but she removed the stone. They were supposed to measure, and here's another look at what transpired at the end. And Kathy, you can explain.
Well, for Kristen, clearly she didn't know. So the rule says that the thirds at the end of a completion of an end agree on what happened. And we heard Kate say, we're going to measure it to make sure, and so they agreed. But unfortunately, with Kristen not hearing, that means that in Kate Cameron's mind, she felt it close enough to measure, so it could have been them. And because they are the non-offending team, they didn't disrupt the stones. The point goes to them.
So a steal of one and a 1-0 lead for Laura Walker. So here in two, it is Tracy Fleury still with hammer throwing the red rocks.
And those are things you have to shake off. You heard the team say to Kristen, don't worry, it was close anyways. It's just one of those reminders of things that we always do. We go to clear stones, and it's just about taking that extra second. I think that for the rest of this game, you're going to see players wait till there's confirmation and then remove them.
And I guess big picture, better to have that now in the first end with it being 1 point than to decide a game to go to the final, playoffs, etc. So, yeah.
Just watch this one.
Yeah, it's feeling a little quicker than proud of the butt.
Mine's good.
Yeah, I think we're all there.
Top 4. Wait.
Mine's
Stay
good.
with it, Nadine. I think you can go.
Close the line.
Line only.
Wait's
Nice. We're there. We're to it. We're bouncing. We're bouncing.
We're back.
No. Back 4.
Whoa, then.
It's really trying, but we're frozen to yellow.
We're back 4. I think you want to go behind? Yeah. Roll big. No double. Go.
Okay.
14-1. Line was good. Yeah.
So a lot of action as the women take center stage on this Thursday morning. Our feature, of course, Tracy Fleury, Laura Walker. Rachel Homan, the winner from 2017, up against Jennifer Jones, as Homan disappointing thus far at 1-4. Krista McCarville 3-3. Kelsey Rock at 1-4. And Harrison Scheidegger over on sheet D. And just a reminder to keep it simple for you at home, if Jennifer Jones wins and Tracy Fleury wins, they are in to the playoffs. They're already guaranteed at least a tiebreaker, but you win and then you definitely get your spot in that top 3. And if you're best in the round robin, you go directly to the final.
Great shot by Liz, catching it just enough on the inside to get the pair.
Kathy, just quickly back to the Kristen McCush and that mistake. Obviously, she didn't mean to. Is that like a penalty in hockey? You just put that behind you quickly, or can that rattle you?
You know what? I think that it would rattle you for sure. Kristen is A very sportsmanlike player. There's no way she would have done that if she had known they were going to wait. She genuinely thought the end was over and was removing stones. And so her team was very, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. It's her ability to park it, and the best way that you can do that is make your shots, and she did.
It's like the same path that Trace threw yesterday on
Yeah.
the other sheet.
Yeah, I like it. Go for teams, you got it.
Not all there, but
I think it's close.
lots of line right now. Let's go if you need to.
Lots of room. Needs to curl. Really needs to curl. Switch and go. Just copy. That's 12. Okay, go then. Line getting good.
Gotta go, Selena.
You gotta get it in.
Come on.
Yep, straight. Yep. Hard, you got it. Yep. Get it in. Hard. Get good.
That's a great brush to get it in there as they'll live 4. So applying some heat on Laura Walker here in the second end with hammer.
Okay. I thought I gave that a decent amount.
So did I. Thought you were okay until it.
Well, a nose double will help get a little of those reds removed.
Yep.
Kate Cameron has had that big weight ability for years.
Hard, you got it. Hard.
Trying to hold the line for her. 1, and she'll graze both reds. Removes the 1 red stone.
That worked out pretty good.
All right, update time for you. We'll keep you up to date all morning long as we peek in on sheet C, McCarville Rock, and it looks like Krista has one just biting top 12 and the one back 4 with one to come from Kelsey Rock.
Well, and that one that is biting at the top makes this shot a little bit more difficult. If it's a guard, you just take a lot of room, but needs to get to the button, and all of a sudden that rock that's biting the 12-foot is in your way.
Line's good.
Kelsey also out of the Saville Community Sports Center in Edmonton, playing with Danielle Schmiemann and Dana Ferguson, Rochelle Brown. We saw Schmiemann and John Morris compete together and make it all the way to the semifinals in mixed doubles in the bubble in Calgary.
Well done.
Little tap, yeah, that's nice weight. And
Go ahead.
a good shot from Kelsey Rock, so they're tied up at 1 after 2.
Maybe like a 9? Sure. Let's go, Kate.
Eight, we're up.
Whoa. It's not bad.
Nadine. Hard.
Hard, Nadine.
Hard, you're close, you're close. Hard. Okay, that's good.
Good.
I had a 9 too.
Okay.
Nice throw. 9-5.
Needed to curl that little bit more to get the double. Now allows Tracy to try to hit and roll to the far outside.
A little bit.
Have a lot of separation between all the stones.
Center and then a dove.
Yeah.
9-5. 9-5. Weight's good. Yep. Whoa. Weight's good. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yep.
Weight's great. Gotta go hard, Kristen, hard.
Hard. 10. Just a little
Ah,
quiet.
Shoot, thought she was close weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Should have said it was down.
Oh, it was down?
10.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Trace.
It's
Didn't
around
realize
the
that
hair
was down.
Make sure. Okay. There. I think it'll curl the hair off the line, but. Okay, I like it. How are you throwing it?
Straight through. I think that's a.
Okay, I like it. 7/8.
Had a good chat.
Just off nose, I'm sorry, Muds.
No worries. I had a chat with Laura last night just about her team, and one of your comments was they're actually playing better than their record.
Yes.
And I asked her about their year and coming into this, and she said they haven't played as well as they can, and they've called it an okay year so far, which sort of speaks to what you talked about. She said when they can play in their vibe, that's what they call it, our vibe, that's the place where they have that intensity. They call it the vibe they get in, and they're a patient team when they're playing well. And she says she's really grown a lot the last 4 years as a skip, as a leader, and they feel like they're getting close to finding that vibe at this event.
Well, we saw that vibe in the bubble with the bronze medal. We're playing very, very well.
Shooter will hang on for a second shot stone.
Yeah, just roll
Yeah, that bronze huge for her confidence. Called it a long year, though. Even though it was a short season, she called it a long year. As we update now, Jacqueline Harrison, Casey Scheidegger, and both basically a must-win. They both come in 2 and 3.
Well, it is Scheidegger who is shot. The double raise available for Jacqueline. And in promoting her own, an opportunity for 2.
No, 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 no.
Came out red hot, did Jacqueline Harrison, coming through the pre-trials, and then 2 big wins. Here we go, moving some granite, tap, tap, and the yellow. How far can she spill it? And looks to be far enough for the one single. Yep.
That curls just that wee bit more, and she's got the pair. So chance again, no doubles being made by the Walker team, allows Tracy to hit and roll under.
Solid. 9. Solid. Close. Whoa. Close. Anything, Liz. Anything. Okay, good.
Okay, it's not bad. Yeah. I like that. I don't think
Not bad,
that's so
Trace.
easy to
Yeah.
do.
Throw.
I don't really see myself getting under very much. No, I agree.
Is that edge to edge?
Could do this.
You got a little air.
Yeah. It's just kind of all or nothing.
Every shot here is, I think. I do think we can stay shot here.
Yep.
She's going to have that, but she might not.
It's at least, 6 feet in there.
2 favorites certainly coming in. Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones. Rachel at 1 and 4. Jennifer 5 and 1 with a win. Jennifer Jones can officially book her ticket into the playoffs, and she would eliminate Rachel Holman, as Jennifer also recently played the most games in trials history, passing Shuri Madaw, who is the coach in our feature for Team Tracy Fleury.
Well, a chance for 2 here for Rachel. Jennifer was trying to freeze on her final stone, and it is in the house, but it's at the back 12. So too far to be shot stone. Looking for a bite of the 8-foot for the pair.
Oh, wait, looks great.
And even though this has not been the week that Rachel Holman hoped, there is such a rivalry between these 2 teams that you know that she will be playing very well.
A lot of Olympians on either side. Of course, Rachel winning in 2017, and Jennifer Jones, what a run in Sochi. Perfect record at winning that gold medal.
Come on. Hard to stay.
Meantime, in our feature, Laura Walker in some trouble.
Hard. Follow it, Tay.
Trying to hold the shooter, and that will roll too far, so it will be a open draw for 3 for Tracy Fleury.
That's supposed to be really, okay.
Yeah, that's right. Try 14s. Yeah.
Well, she considered 2 options. She was looking at Laura Wise, that hit and roll
A little better here.
from the outside, but there wasn't much of a roll.
Yeah.
But just rolled too far on the open stone, and so a draw to the paint. A good opportunity for Tracy to get 3 points back, and there's no better way for Kristen to park the first end than by scoring 3 in the second.
Well, there's always, what'd you say, blips along the way. And,
for sure.
You know, you look at the numbers there. Look at that, games 1 through 4, 97% their draw percentage, and it happens. It's a long, stressful week, and there's ups and downs.
Top 4.
Sliding it.
Stick it nice.
Yeah, it's still all there.
Okay, we're all there then.
Yeah,
Good,
she's had
Chris.
lovely draw weight for the majority of the week and shows it off again to the button.
Watch out behind you.
And 3 on the board.
Ooh, dear.
Welcome back to Saskatoon, and SaskTel Center holds about 15,000 for sporting events. Opened up, Kathy, in February of 1988. They expanded it twice, once for the World Juniors in '91, again for the same event in 2010 when they shared it with Regina. Of course, great hockey community as well, home to the Saskatoon Blades. They also house the Rush here, Saskatchewan Rush, the National Lacrosse League, the Rattlers of the Canadian Elite Basketball League.
Lots going on.
And now, of course, at curling trials here as Tracy Fleury, 3 on the board. And She scored that 3 in the second end, so here in 3 it is Walker down by 2, throwing the yellow rocks with hammer.
We're still top 12. We're in. We're in. You want to go? Or? Yeah, if you can. Yep. Straight over. Go. Yep. Okay, good.
Yeah, I think we have to. Yep.
We still could do this.
I
They
think
can
just
taste
a little more.
anything. Here?
Yeah. Like that.
Just tight.
Yeah.
Looking for another guard. That first guard is just so very long that any stone that's placed around it, should Laura go around, Hackwade could easily get to on either the in-turn or the out-turn side. So trying to put another one around to double guard that side before they start trying to go.
You gotta go for line. Weight's good. Yeah, hard, Kate. Hard, Kate. You really gotta go to get it by.
You're really coming off.
Hard. Okay. Just straight through on that one.
Okay.
Okay. Like beside the yellow cricket, I guess? Okay. This is a little less ice.
Chatted with Tracy last night about the start and how great they played, and she said when I asked her why the success, consistency through our lineup is what she brought up. And I asked her about, when they textured the stones early in the event, and she said her team was actually a bit nervous about it because they were playing so well. But then right after they textured the stones, she came through and their team had a great game afterwards. So it was like, okay, that's parked. We still got it. We're doing just fine. So that consistency throughout the lineup, 4 years now together.
Well, and it is consistency right through. We talked about the matchup at second, and with this team, you're seeing really great shots made through, and that really impacts what happens. And Money, a great example is very last end. It is 2 that they're chasing in the 4-foot. Now, you can hit and you can roll away and find a way to chase, but when the opportunity presented itself, Liz took no barriers and just got both of them, and now all of a sudden it is 3 for Fleury. She has hammer, and it's Walker that's chasing, and those 3 from there would go on to be 3 on the board.
The key shot brought to you by OK Tire. It's going to be okay.
Halfway. Okay, here. I think I can throw almost the same way. You guys sweep it a little? Yeah, I think so.
Well, and I think the reason that this team, Fleury, is playing so well, you talked about their consistency, Brian. That speaks to technical. That speaks to their ability to throw rocks well. Tracy's ice reading is spectacular. Those are the things that are coming together. So you texture the rocks. Sure, you might worry a little bit, but it doesn't change your technical. You just have to take a little bit more ice, throw a crisper release, and you're going to get those same really good results.
Stop.
She said, too, in gelling and becoming a team, it was tough, too. She's the import, and she's the skip from Sudbury. It's been year 4 now together. And last year, I mean, you could say it counted, but not really, as, for personal reasons, didn't come into the bubble. Right. So Chelsea Carey was able to come in, and she was grateful for that, skip her team. And now Chelsea's here as the alternate as well for this team. But they got together end of August. They had a team training weekend in Edmonton and kicked off their season. 5 events, obviously outstanding performances, and then another training weekend in Ottawa. And yeah, she admitted, we had her on the phone actually during the broadcast in the bubble, and it was hard. It was really tough to watch, but grateful to be back. Grateful that Chelsea Carey was able to step in. And Carey is obviously a great weapon to have as someone who's a positive person, knows the team, and she provided me last night with some great perspective in chatting with Chelsea. Is that, Tracy's not one to, pump her own tires per se.
No.
But she really feels that she's one of those skips that is incredible at reading situations, reading the ice. And the one thing that Carey pointed out that I found fascinating, a lot of teams, Kathy, talk about coming together and gelling, and you say the right things. She really believes it on this team, that they've all put the egos aside, they've come together, and this entire team absolutely believes 1,000,000% in Tracy Fleury and her ability.
Well, you look at the bench strength for Team Fleury with Chelsea Carey and Sherry Madaw. You've got experience at every level, from trials to Canadians to Worlds. So those 2 women understand what these players are going through, and I think that sometimes that's missing on bench strength. And somebody telling me what it was like to play in a world final that hasn't played has no idea how somebody's saying, oh, don't worry about it, just be calm. Be calm?
Well, I laughed in talking with Tracy Fleury last night. It's hard to believe because we've seen them for so many years and at a high level that it's their first time here at the trials. And she says, hey, we got experience. Look at our bench. And she's right. You know, Sherry Madaw lost a final to Jennifer Jones and Chelsea Carey losing the final in Ottawa to Rachel Homan.
What mine was coming this way?
Yeah, I think
14-8 or whatever.
14-5, close?
Yeah.
A little more?
Yeah.
Great shot by Kate Cameron. Gets all of that debris out of the way. Now a chance to use those corner guards, depending on what Team Fleury does.
Yep, a little bit.
Looks like. Gotta go, we're late.
Hard!
Just top close.
Golden! Straight! Hard!
15-2.
That might slide a little bit.
I'm seeing like 14.
I got
14.
I got
Like
15-3.
Yeah. On that?
So
Yeah.
like 13-8 even.
Okay. Let's give ourselves a chance here.
Okay.
Top 4 so we can sink another one.
You got it.
Let's peek in now. Sheet C, Krista McCarville, Kelsey Rock, and shot stone belonging to Krista in the 4-foot. And an opportunity to draw in for 2, the out-turn draw.
We're max right now.
Thought it was a hair more.
Running like it's...
Okay, then careful for
Whoa,
line.
whoa, no backing with this line.
Never.
Okay, line's good now, I think.
Okay, you're on it now. You're on it.
75% on draws this week for Krista McCarville.
She's made some
shot.
really tough draws, though.
2 red.
And that's a very nice, precise draw.
Isn't this McCarville time of the week, though? You know, she always seems to get better and better as a week goes on. Came through the pre-trials with this team.
Well, I'd hardly played at the pre-trials. It's because the ice had not been put in for very long.
Nadine wasn't through, but even Selena's like it's not carrying so well. But as soon as you get to the line, it's just like dying. So I think mine held on that side quite a bit longer. Yeah. So
Interesting.
we were saying we should give it a chance and try to throw a little bit more there.
Yeah, I agree.
I thought that was max, but
I tried, wait.
once it gets off the line, it definitely comes down. Like I thought that was through.
And it does.
Well, and an interesting comment by Kate, we heard Selena say very similar things, feeling that she's adding quite a bit and it's not carrying as far. So the sweepers are not able to do it on their own. So suggesting that the players need to add just that little bit in the throw.
And now the audible to try kiss off the red, hold the shooter.
Keep going, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more.
Okay. Just wait.
So shot stone still Laura Walker.
Maybe here. So she corner
We
freezes
talked about it off the top, Kathy. It's a lifetime of work, and it all comes down every 4 years, and you want to try get to this moment and a chance to represent your country. And we mentioned the pre-trials, Jacqueline Harrison, Krista McCarville coming through there. And Rachel Homan, that Canada Cup win in 2019, the first ticket in.
Some great teams here, Brian. I don't think that there's a team that's sitting back there. I'm sure there's a lot of teams that feel they should be here, but when you look at the field, I think to a person at the interviews, both men and women felt that whoever comes out of here will be a wonderful representative for Canada.
So pressure applied here as we check it on sheet D by Jacqueline Harrison in a 1-0 lead. As Casey Scheidegger, the in-turn draw, needs, looks like full 8 to pick up her single.
Well, and for Casey, this will be in the same path as the draws to the button. There's a big port for her to go through, so it really is just about weight.
14-7. Line's good. Line's nice. Gotta go. Okay, tighter line than me. Okay.
So nice weight there from Casey Scheidegger, top 4.
Take a look. Take a look.
And a 1-1 tie after 3.
Good throw.
We're deep. We're gonna be deep. Shoot.
Okay.
Sorry, Laura.
And didn't want to set up the double here as that comes in a little bit deep.
Good throw. Just ran better.
3/4.
Okay.
When you heard that conversation, feeling way less than Kate. So a little bit of struggles this morning to get the feel, not the numbers, but the feel for draw weight.
Have that much?
She's not going to be able to see as much as she feels.
Yeah.
Okay. Kinda waiting
Rachel
for you.
Holman 1-4. Jennifer Jones 5-1.
How much?
And Rachel is shot stone.
close, eh?
Pretty much buried top 4.
This looks like hack to bumper weight. Jen needs to get enough of the face of the stone to push it across her second shot stone to count 2.
Still not. I'm never gonna keep it there.
Jones and Walker, best hammer efficiency in the field thus far this week.
Yes!
Both clicking at 43%. So Jennifer Jones, her final stone. And that guard is upcoming quickly, and
sure
she's on it.
is.
Meantime, in her feature,
Got
trying to
one.
carve it over to get a piece of that one yellow and just enough.
Good sweep.
So Rachel Holman, a 3-1 advantage
Just different throws. Dawn
with
kinda
the
got hers
steal.
back.
And now in her feature, Walker a chance to answer back and pick up a pair and tie things up here in the third.
Okay. The nice thing for Laura is the same path that she just threw in.
Same throw, Laura. Really like
Same for the brushers.
That bronze medal in the bubble at the Scotties in Calgary. Also played mixed doubles with Kirk Myers. Had a pretty strong showing, 7-2 record.
Little tighter line, T-line.
Mine's the same. It's a little more.
Tighter line, T-line. Keep it broom down.
So final stone here in 3.
Can't hurt it. We're good. Weight's good.
We're back to it. Yeah, just keep it broom down.
13.8. I got a hair more. It's really moving.
It's good.
You're not
Weight's
going to
good.
be on this.
Weight's fine.
And the weight is fine as they walk that in for Walker. It's 2 on the board.
Yeah,
Tied up in our feature. Glad you're watching our coverage here from Saskatoon.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks. Good catch.
Welcome back to SaskTel Center. Brian Mudrick, Kathy Gauthier with you. Glad you're watching our coverage of the curling trials on TSN. So a nice draw from Laura Walker, 2 on the board. So here in 4, we're all tied up at 3. As Fleury, the Red Rocks with hammer. And this one on the way from Kristen McCush.
Well, a really good rebound last time by Laura Walker. You give up a 3, it's frustrating, but the best way to rebound is to score at the next end with a pair. And that's exactly what they did.
Alrighty, you got it. Yeah, I'll give you a few feet more.
Okay. Yeah. I like it. Quite a bit more.
Nadine Scotland, who skipped Alberta at a Canadian Juniors back in 2011, winning a silver medal.
Line's good. Weight's good. Just for
Teamed
the
up with Laura Walker the last few years. We saw her in Moose Jaw in 2020, and we told the story about Nadine. It was a tough decision. Couldn't come into the bubble in Calgary because she was expecting. And maybe the best delivery of her life.
Aww.
There you go. How cute is that? There's young Colby. So,
He's so happy.
what a cutie.
That's wonderful. I love babies and puppies. I want neither
It's
anymore.
good. It's good TV. Well, you got a poodle in me, so there you go. So that's awesome. What a great photo of mother and son.
Okay, top 4. Line's getting better. We're to it. Just to it.
Yeah, yep. Oh, you're to it. You're to it.
Great shot,
Atta
Kristen.
girl. Very nice.
14.5. Top 8.
Take a 14.5?
Yeah.
14.1 on 18, and we didn't do much. Okay. You got it.
Line's good.
To me.
Top 8 right now.
Stay with it. Stay
Line's
with
good.
it.
I think we're real close.
Top 8 right now. Go ahead.
Make it good. Make it good.
Weight's real good. Yep. Little bit of room. Little bit of room.
Gotta go.
We're to it. We're to it.
Just a
Clean, clean, clean. Whoa.
We're right to it. We're frozen.
Whoa, whoa,
Close,
A little
close.
short.
Yep.
Great spot.
Pretty nice weight from Taylor McDonald.
Really nice.
So, of course, the bubble in Calgary was tough for a lot of people, and for Laura Walker and Jeff Walker, not only competitive athletes, but young Liam was in the bubble, and this was on his first birthday. He eats cake like Kathy Gauthier does.
Hey.
What a great shot. So there's young Liam.
That's awesome.
Awesome to see him. And
she looked up at the Jumbotron and saw that. You know, it's really interesting. When I spoke with Lisa Weigel the other night after she had played, and the idea of a 5-person team, I genuinely am supportive of it. As a competitive player, I wanted to know I was going to play every game. But the world has changed. You have, especially in the women's field, where the having babies is a reality if you want to have a family. Rachel Homan last year was a bit of a miracle on ice in playing at that level, and then having the baby and coming back to play. But it doesn't always happen that way, and you need the support of family and friends, and sometimes people don't have the family to do it. I was pregnant in the bubble, not in the bubble, I was pregnant in Thunder Bay.
That's breaking news.
That is huge news, especially to my family.
Oh, boy.
I was pregnant in '96 with Gaetan, and I knew I was due in October, and I'm playing in a Scotties thinking, this is my last Scotties, I have to quit. I can't have a baby in October in the middle of the season and play. But in the world that we're living in now, why can't you? Why can't you have a 5-person rotation where you play, you have your children, you enjoy them, but you also get something for you as a competitive athlete and have the opportunity to pursue your own personal dreams? I was so not pregnant.
Wow, I
goodness
was.
The medical community is charting this.
TMZ, line 1, Kathy Gauthier.
7. In at all, if it's open. Try to keep your shooter and the 7. Okay, line's halfway. Yeah, more room than Taylor. Give it a second. Halfway.
4 Scotties appearances for Kate Cameron. Of course, that
We're higher than half.
magical run with Michelle Englot back in 2017 in St. Catharines. Silver medal. You mentioned Rachel Homan. What a win that was. That was an entertaining game that year. My goodness, what a final. So Walker's shot stone on the button.
And it's time to make some noise. That guard is too long. You peel it, they continue to put it. So trying to run the red stone back now, rattle the other stones. You're probably going to lose your second shot stone, the red that is biting the top of the button, but you're going to get that yellow stone off the lid, and that is the key.
Selena Negevin moving Granite around.
Okay.
And Fleury is now shot stone, and more importantly, a lot of those stones out of that 4-foot area.
Objective Matt, hoping to hit it a little bit further on the outside. Great brushing to get it by. But the key was getting that stone off the lid, and that's exactly what she's done. So for Kate, we'll try to stick now out in the wings, create a situation of a force or maybe even a steal.
It's good. Little down. Yep. It's good. Yep. Yep. Clean. Yep. Yep. Oh, clean, clean, clean. Oh, close. Close. Nice, Kate. Better girl. 10. Good. Okay. Nice throw. Hit and roll on this one, or? Do you like freezing here? Okay. Okay.
Definitely kick light there, hey? I'm like, I'm gonna
Do we know the speed here? What do we think? 14?
I think.
It's been a little
I don't know if
slipper
you
to
can
the
get
wings than
there
I
with the
thought.
guard. You might have to freeze this
14?
one.
Yeah,
14. We're gonna go to the T line one.
Tracy trying to manufacture too. You could play the hit on the shot stone and roll under, but it's a tough shot. And if you hit and stick out in the wings and you don't roll under, your opponent hits, and maybe they roll under, and now you're chasing, trying to score. By playing the freeze out on the wing, you want your opponent to chase you out there if you're second shot, and you're still always going to be able to deal with the shot stone later.
Okay, 2. Yep, as far as you can. As far as you can. Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Tough one. Ooh, yeah, I love that. Either side.
To my eye here, Kathy, is it tricky ice this morning? Both teams are getting caught in certain paths, or what do you see?
We open it up.
I'm not sure it's tricky. I think that there's just different paths that they're getting to.
15-6.
And we heard them saying out to the wings, going away with the in-turn. Selena was not throwing it hard enough, and maybe she felt in this path it was quicker, or she's just under-throwing things today.
It's just a nose, and we can come right back.
As long as she's through. Yeah. Anything soft just seems to take like 8 feet off.
Yeah.
Like it makes you
It's
look
funny
like
to
you're
that point, in talking with Chelsea Carey, the one thing that this team does well, Tracy Fleury, is even after the wins, and they've rattled off a bunch here, they're still always looking for feedback, positive or negative, and trying to improve. And that's the one thing that Chelsea says is really the strength of this team is the egos parked and trying to get better even after wins that maybe weren't very pretty, but a win regardless.
So trying to half tuck, not necessarily be completely buried, would like to show about half of this stone and also take away half of the shot stone so that it's impossible for Tracy Fleury to get to the nose of either.
You guys, right to my broom. Keep it going, Tay. Can't be deeper
We're all
than
there.
yellow. Can't be deeper than
We're all
yellow.
there. There, just
A little bit.
Yep. Tuck a piece, tuck a piece, tuck a piece. Go.
Great spot.
Good sweep.
It's a really good spot there, you guys.
So the heat is on now. 4 in the house here for Team Walker.
Well, just try to roll half under.
Hammer, of course, belonging to Tracy Fleury here in 4. Krista McCarville, Kelsey Rock, and McCarville leading 3-1, coming in with that 3-3 record. And she appears to be
Okay, what kind of weight? 10.
shot stone. So 1 to come here from Kelsey Rock, and it looks like the broom is down for the draw for the single.
Well, she is being forced. Krista McCarville has made some wonderful draws. You talked about her numbers being about 75%, but when she's made clutch draws, like she just did on her final stone, corner freezing that rock stone, takes away any potential for 2 and forces Kelsey to bite the 4 to score.
Just a piece of the 4.
10.
Good sweep.
Yeah. It's nice.
Really nice draw weight right to the lid. So McCarville does lead 3-2 with Hammer after 4. And in our feature, nose hit for Tracy Fleury.
I mean, you can't get under, so even if you go right to it, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
Where are you seeing right there?
Yeah, I think if I have a nice slice, it should hold okay.
It's gonna be gradual, hey?
Yeah.
Let's keep the updates moving. Jacqueline Harrison, Casey Scheidegger, and final one to come here from Jacqueline. Looks like it is a double to pick up a couple.
Needs to get right to the nose to get rid of both of the yellow stones.
Go. Hardland.
Bang, bang. Can that yellow move enough? A little bit more, and I don't know.
I think it's 1 yellow here, but.
Think so?
Looks like a steal to me of
Definitely
1.
counting that one, but
Yeah.
okay, this one's gone.
And yeah, this isn't. Yeah, 1 yellow. 1 yellow.
All right, thank you. Allison Flaxey, the confirmation. So a steal. And Scheidegger up 2-1. Keep in mind, both those teams 2 and 3. You don't want to drop to 4 losses here at this event.
Clean.
Great shot.
Good girl.
9-8.
So there you go, 4 facing Tracy Fleury with her final one to come in 4. And she'll need a piece of the forefoot to get her single.
Yeah. And then I turn. Okay, Trace. Same weight as in. Yeah. 2. Yep.
That's really great feedback from the front end. Selena's been struggling a little bit with draw weight, and so it's hard for her
Just a little more.
to give advice to Tracy with a lot of confidence. And it's hard, no disrespect to Selena, but it's hard for Tracy to believe when you've got a third who's struggling a little bit with draw weight to hear what it is versus the front end tying it to a shot that she made before. What you threw before is fine, and that's the best thing for Tracy, to know exactly what the feel is.
Well, this one a must-make considering the situation. A draw against 4. Final stone on the way here for Tracy Fleury.
T. Marlene, you're getting into the tight path. We're close, we're close. Yeah. Can't hurt it, yeah. You're good, you're good, you're good. Good.
And Kathy, we shouldn't be surprised. She has had draw weight in her back pocket all year, all events, right to the pin. That's clutch.
Good shot, Trace.
Fleury leads 4-3 in our feature.
Dunstone needing something here to generate some. Oh, he got it, and it won't hang around, but what a wonderful 2 for Matt Dunstone. Simple on the brush. There it goes. What a shot. Krista McCarville. Here he goes. Mike McEwen. Run it back. Got them both. Sit down. Look at that. Count them up. Put 5 on the board. Carrie Anderson. Who's going to take this? Mayer will. Trying to save it. Get it 5. Get it 5. That one. Oh, what a shot. How good is that? Final stone. Lovely.
What a great shot.
Long story short, it's a tough shot. Matt Dunstone, tap, tap, little clip. Oh, did he move it? It's up. Unreal shot. Come on, Matt Dunstone. They are some of the best in Canada, some of the best in the world. It's one of the best events every 4 years. We love it. And here's a look at the updated standings. Tracy Fleury, Jennifer Jones guaranteed already a tiebreaker win, and you're into the playoffs. Top 3 make it. And we know Dunstone, Botcher on the men's side, 5 losses, officially eliminated. So basically, hey, Thursday morning, got to keep the wins rolling to try make it to the top 3 in both men and women. All right, update time. Jennifer Jones, Rachel Holman, the Olympic gold medalist from Sochi in 2014. And Jennifer trying to punch her ticket directly into the playoffs. Would love that bye right to the final. Final stone on the way.
Tough shot. She's trying to remove a couple of the Holman stones to bring her own into play.
Oh my goodness, gets the catcher. Shooter sticks around. What a 2. Make it 3. That one up top as well. Wow. So 3 for Jennifer Jones.
Great shot.
3, right?
How's that eye of the tiger this week? As we are glad you're watching our coverage on this Thursday morning from SaskTel Center. You know, speaking of championships, it's home to the Saskatoon Blades on a 9-game road trip right now in the Western Hockey League. The Memorial Cup is back on TSN, and St. John hosting beginning June the 3rd.
Well, if it's late, leave it maybe. Okay, cool.
Went to watch a Winnipeg Ice Brand Wheat Kings game at home this year. Boy, the Winnipeg team is strong.
It's awesome. It's funny.
It's great hockey.
I get to cover the Under-18 World Hockey Championship every year, and the caliber of talent each and every year. And I mean, those young men, they can play. But Connor Bedard down the road in Regina, my goodness, he is going to be something special.
Solid. No, we're solid.
On the curling links there too, my former teammate Lois Fowler, her grandson Nolan Ritchie is an assistant captain with the Brandon Wheat Kings. Wonderful to watch.
Good scrub. It actually kissed the top red and still.
It was 10-8.
If it had enough juice, that one redstone still lingering in the back 12.
Need more? Yeah. I don't even think she needs more. I just have to call you on just a hair sooner. Okay.
A little kiss right there.
10-8. She's saying the line.
And that's the big finish at the end. And the anticipation for the person in the house to call when you're so far away from making contact with the stone that you need to get to.
I like
nice
it.
and through here. It's a little slower.
It's all at the end here.
Yeah, wait early. If we
Yeah.
can.
I think we're all there
Eli!
right now.
Mine's good.
I think it's close.
Wait.
Mine's
Top
good.
A great
Four.
advantage this
Middle of the
morning.
room.
Made it one of the key
Mine's
matchups
good.
coming
Top four.
in, and those are the numbers, that's the facts
all there,
coming in, but
T-line.
it's what you do on the ice every time you step on that makes the difference,
there.
and having a wonderful game.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good, good, good.
Whoa.
14-4.
Terrific shot.
It's a little low.
14-4.
Okay, let's make it. You got it. Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Yep, yep, yep.
Trying to run it back and pick out that stone, just buried by Taylor.
Okay. Like nosing that.
Hey! See anything else?
Do you see anything else?
I don't know what you're saying.
What? Do you see anything else?
No.
Okay, here or here?
Here.
Okay.
You got her.
Well, and with Last Rock, you could say, well, why wouldn't she go to the other side? She could lie too. That red stone is always going to be a problem for you. They can play the tap on it, and now you're in trouble. If you go around the center guard, you don't want to do that with Last Rock, and it allows also that tap. This is a very dangerous stone, and that's why they've elected to hit it.
Gotta go. Hard.
Okay, Cameron taps it on the nose and just by that one back 12. As Team Walker lies too.
Good spot.
Good throw.
Nine five. Move your hair down. Close.
Lots of room to roll.
Quiet. Close. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Go, 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 go.
Little flip behind cover
Okay, nice shot.
and rolls to the 4.
10-3. Okay, good shot. 10-3. Yeah.
What was it?
10-3.
Well, and it's a good shot because with that roll, it isn't a long run back, but all of a sudden the run back means that the stone that is biting at the back of the house that belongs to Tracy Fleury is going to outcount the shooter
Little more.
when Kate is done throwing.
Very. Little more. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Little more. Close. Yep. No. Whoa. No. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. No. Whoa. No.
Hard, Needy.
Right up. I had 11 too. Good job. Good. Just a little more set. Okay. Good shot.
0.
Nice weight.
That's good. Got it.
Chatting with Tracy yesterday, she was just beaming with pride as sister got to watch brother, and she said it was cool to just be a fan and, you know, kind of park my own curling and watch Tanner Horgan get to play and compete. He's here at his first trials, so she was pretty excited as a sister watching him and cheering him on.
You know, when talking to Tracy before it started, when I started to talk to her about Tanner and what makes him special, her face just lit up. She's just so proud of Tanner and Jacob about what they have done in the sport and what she feels that they have the potential to do. And I agree. This is only the beginning of seeing those two young men.
9-5. Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Skip stones here in 5.
Close, close.
We're a little up.
Yep, yep. Good. Shot.
Couldn't roll in without jamming on her own, so content to stay out there and to keep that back stone as a biter.
Do you like it here? Less we could try to bury all the way around it, or I guess the double's a little
I think we
harder
can
there.
still cook this if we need to, but I don't want to get into a path where it's going to bust.
Okay.
I think 14.5 won't be too bad.
I think that's too light.
Pull 4.
Okay.
It's like 14, low 14 here. Okay. Nice and sharp. Let's go, Laura. You got her.
Well, she's had some wonderful draw weight today. If she's able to bury and be in front of the tee line, really good chance to score 2.
Top 8. You got to be biting 4 foot. We're all there. Okay, line's great.
As Laura delivers, Krista McCarville, Kelsey Rock. And Kelsey with 2 in the house, and the broom is down for Krista. And it looks like it is the double. Can you roll your shooter out and make the double?
Can. And she can throw a lot of weight well.
Whoa, go, 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 Ash!
So final stone on the way. Bang it, and she does make the double. Nice shot, and she'll pick up her single. As the team out of the Fort William Curling Club in Thunder Bay, Ontario. McCarville, Kendra Lilly, Ashley Sipola, and Sarah Potts. And of course, Thunder Bay will host the Scotties coming up.
Very excited about going back. And a wonderful draw by Laura.
Get a piece around it. Okay.
No way to get shot in front of it or to tap it back with the overbury. So trying to bury around a stone in the 4 foot.
Yeah.
That was a 14.5.
Yeah. I think similar to what you threw here. Really close.
Yeah, okay. What you've been giving us?
Okay. I didn't tell them that. Okay.
Got it. Got it, Trace.
Sort of a unique delivery too, whereas she doesn't have the traditional rock back. She sort of gets set up high in her stance, and then she delivers, and clearly she is outstanding with the format and the way she delivers the stone. Trying to drag it in there as far as they can. A little bit light on this one as the front end is working hard. And that's a good scrub to get it there.
It's not too far off on the weight.
I think she's just like not getting out to it. It seems like we're like tight for line every time.
Yeah.
Speed is
right on the tee. Same out here.
And a chance for a skip's deuce.
I think so, yeah.
So you heard that final comment from the front end, maybe not getting it out there and we're tight on line every time. Is that, you were a front end player and a great one. Do you go tell your skip that or you stay out of her way?
Well, you know what they can do really well is talk about weight, but what they can't do is say how she's throwing the rock.
Right.
That's got to come from Selena about whether she is tight. I think Liz is wondering about if she's tight, but just the fact that Tracy was probably 2 feet short of where she wanted to be, and it finishes really hard. But if she is pointing them or tight, that has to come from Selena, not people that are on top.
So a chance for the skipper's deuce here in 5. Final stone, Laura Walker already won in her back pocket.
On this line. Looks like it's really coming down. 14, it's got a curl of hair. You can't quite beat to the back one.
Weight is close, has to curl up, has to get more of that 4 foot, little more curl, and she does it. Wow, great draw weight from Laura Walker as the skipper comes through and picks up a pair.
Was that outside? I thought so.
Lovely draw weight, 2 on the board, and Walker leads after 5.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Home Hardware, here's how. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires and OK Tire.
Downtown Saskatoon, the best teams in Canada are here for this year's trials, and there are bound to be more top shots like we've already seen. A lot of rocks at play. It's right.
My telestrator cannot do this.
So the intern drag should work in his favor on this run back.
It should.
Matt Dunstone, tap, little clip. Oh, did he move it enough? Unreal shot. Come on, Matt Dunstone. The kid from Saskatchewan with a beauty.
Krista elected to play a hit on her first, and then Carrie Anderson made the perfect freeze. This is attempting to pick it out and get rid of both of those stones to win.
Sipala on the brush. There it goes. What a shot. Krista McCarville.
Incredible throw.
That was a tough shot.
Vote for your favorite AGI Top Shot every day at Curling Canada on Instagram. Top Shots is brought to you by AGI, storage and handling equipment for agriculture. We've had some outstanding shot making as Team Walker leading through 5. We'll step aside and more curling coming up right after this from Saskatoon. Glad you're with us on this Thursday morning as the Canadian curling trials continue. We will crown a champion on the men's and women's side on Sunday. Off to the Winter Games in China early next year. In our feature, it is Laura Walker leading Tracy Fleury, the first time all week that Team Fleury has trailed after 5 ends of play.
Well, it's been an interesting seesaw battle in the first 5. Tracy Fleury forced to draw against 4 in the 4th, but made a wonderful shot. And then 2 really good draws by Laura Walker in the 5th led to that deuce. And we talked about the key matchup at 2nd. Well, the winner clearly, and a plus right now, is Taylor McDonald.
Outstanding numbers. She's at 88%. So yes, winning the plus battle. You out-curler your opponent by 5% or better, you get the plus. But still a lot of rocks and curling to come as we're underway on the back end of this feature matchup.
I think the more disconcerting thing if you're Tracy Fleury is you came off a 73% game yesterday. Right now, Tracy at 65%. We've talked about how strong the team is, and Tracy herself, you know, 11% better than any other skip going into the field. You just don't like to see these numbers starting to trend down as it gets to the bigger games, which is called the weekend.
And the word she used, consistency, right? And that's what you need in a week like this against some brilliant teams. As wow, a lot of rocks in play. Sheet B, Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones. Shot stone belonging to Rachel.
Wondering if what she's playing is that 8-foot stone at the top of the 4, almost to hit it sideways or to tap it sideways to get the 2nd point.
So that quiet little slash in.
Yeah.
Roll back. No. Line's close. Okay. Yep. Whoa.
So final stone on the way here in 5.
Yep. Yes. T-line.
All there right now.
T-line back 4. Tapping right now.
Little
Yep. Close.
touch and just a little bit too much. So a single for Rachel Holman. So if Jennifer Jones wins, and if Tracy Fleury wins, they're actually not only guaranteed a playoff spot, but they're also guaranteed to finish in the top 2 spots. But obviously, the big nugget is being number 1. You get the bye to the final on Sunday.
One less game in a field like this is huge.
How much do you have? Do you think you can tap it?
Have like not even half. Could try with like back 8 maybe. I think I can
Back
throw
12?
Okay.
Now, there's not much that she can see. On one hand, you don't really want to hit your corner guard because that's something you're hoping to be able to use.
Back? Yeah.
Close. Yep. Back line. Yeah. Kristen.
Got a lot of weight.
Okay. Roll the center, Kristen. Yep.
Watch the yell. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Hack.
So they're a perfect 5-0, and the skip has been on her game. Here's a look at the schedule and results thus far for Tracy Fleury. You knock off the 2-time Scotties champ, 7-4, and then Kelsey Rock. convincing wins over Krista McCarville and Rachel Homan. And then you talked about the win over Jacqueline Harrison. It was a W, but maybe not the performance or consistency in that game they were looking for.
Well, it wasn't, and you not only want to continue that momentum of winning, but you want to continue the momentum of confidence, playing well, feeling like you know what draw weight is. And Tracy's made some wonderful draws. We talked about that in the Keys after 5, drawing against 4, but overall the percentage of 65 is not where you want to be. 73, 65, you want to be 80, 85, 90.
And it could be that marquee matchup, Jones versus Fleury in their final matchup. In the meantime, we look at the schedule now for Laura Walker. Started off with a loss to Casey Scheidegger, and then rattling off a win and then a couple losses. So it's that back and forth, and yeah, consistency. It's a word we're going to use a lot. And she'll wrap up with Fleury, obviously, in this one, and then McCarville, and then Jacqueline Harrison. So she's got the 2 pre-trial qualifiers to wrap up her schedule.
But I think they're feeling pretty confident, even in that loss against Jennifer Jones extra end. We talk about the shot that was made and just overswept by about 2 inches. And that's how they lost, but they would have left that game feeling like they played well enough, and that is really important.
Yeah, I like that. You got her.
And she's not going to look up at the scoreboard at that stat. You'll just leave that one right.
I sat back in my chair when I read that.
You know, was pretty candid with me in talking yesterday about how she's grown over the last 4 years as a skip, obviously now a mom, and her development as a leader on this team. And she said she's learned so much about what she needs to do for her pregame, her pre-shot routine, when she's got to give herself maybe a self-pep talk and figuring it all out. And it takes time. And the one key for her teammates have given her such support and confidence. She's really finally feeling like she's grown into this role as a leader on and off the ice.
That's super.
Yeah. Do you like it with heel, or do you want to throw a bit less? Okay, I have like just under half.
I like peel. It's probably the easiest.
Peel's good. Okay.
Well, the double's there for Selena, and Selena can throw the weight.
Yeah. Can hold
She
it
can't
here.
see all of it, but you have to hit way less than what you can see.
One, two, and Selena makes them disappear with a nice double.
Great brushing by Kristen. She did actually back that stone up. You could see it moving off
I'm not going to jump this.
that center line.
Really good sweep.
That was like a back.
Yeah.
I would have liked to go
See
early,
it going
like,
back a little bit just before the hog line to catch that the right way to make the double.
You notice, too, in the sweepers and how much they work at it. On their toes, Kathy. So much pressure. You watch. You can see Kristen on her toes all the way down and just leaning on that brush.
Right. Good.
Just a little hard.
Casey Scheidegger, Jacqueline Harrison, and a 2-1 advantage for Scheidegger. And as we check the house, shot stone belongs to Harrison.
Already lying 1, an opportunity for 2. Looking for 8 foot.
Line's good. Yeah, working back. Easy then. Whoa. Whoa then.
Every time we check in on Jacqueline Harrison, and you've watched her, Kathy, draw weight has been fairly strong for her, kind of one of her strengths.
Really good. And you know what, in her hitting, we talked about how strong her draw weight was, and maybe the hits was where to get her, but she's made some great hits this week as well.
And that will stop in time, so she does pick up her pair.
The great story about this team yesterday was their 18th game they played together, put together to try to win the Ontario Scotties. They're viewing this as a training ground, and so they're playing loose, and the results are showing.
I love the training by fire, right? You might as well get in and play against some of the best in the world and get your confidence going.
She had them posted edge before. So I think that's okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, Krista McCarville. Kelsey Rock, 4-2 advantage for McCarville.
And I think her biter outbites the other one at the back, so a hit for 2.
Whoa. 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 Rochelle. Hard, Rochelle, you gotta go. Hard.
There's that catcher over there as the shooter, though, is spinning and rolling, and then it nudges the red just a touch.
Oh, it's red.
But it is still good enough for
Oh, gave up a steal.
one. So, yeah, steal point.
Shoot, sorry, yeah.
5-2. McCarville after 6.
It runs, any less than it curls.
Ball skating. T-line. Yep.
And only.
Just for line. Room. Bouncing. Yes. Just for line. Yes.
We're just gotta go a bit.
Yes.
Trying to freeze.
Hard. Really hard. Hard to keep the line. Hard to keep the line. Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Keep the line wanting to be shot stone, and it curls.
Okay.
I think just a bit too much.
A bit too much. Outcounts the one at the back.
Yeah, freeze and then sweets for just a tiny little.
Second.
Yeah.
Great weight.
Thanks.
So Tracy will try to corner freeze on that Yellowstone, and in the process, if she can move it.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Brian, 2 inches? Could lie 3.
Tap it a little.
Okay, freeze. If the
And that
line's
guard,
good,
that
we'll
red
see
guard
to
is so
tap it.
high up, Kathy, that shouldn't be an issue.
That's
No.
14.5, so it's nice here now.
I've just seen Laura throw in this path. They know that it will finish very hard.
Similar
This is
to
a
what you've
weight
been giving
shot.
us. You got it.
Yeah. 14-2 on yours.
Okay.
Tracy obviously loves her curling, but also a big tennis fan as well.
Okay, close. T, top 4. Weight's close. Whoa, T line. T. Weight's good. T line. T. Just T. Just to it. T line. Just to it. Top in your
On and
head.
off, Wade's got to be close, hoping for that little tap.
Hard, Kristen, hard, 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 hard.
And there's the tap, and she'll lie 1, 2, and 3 for now.
Yes, but unfortunately she set the double.
I had to curl it a bit, I guess. Yeah.
Can you see this? Shoot. Yeah, you probably have a little air.
Said a little air.
Nadine saying less.
Either way, the call's a double, I think, isn't it?
Yep. Do you like peel? Make a move? I don't think you get this one, but
I was just going to ask if you can get the triple, but
I kind of think I like firm. See if we can get an inch by the guard, just because if I hit half of this, it still doesn't go, right? Like I'm playing it cute to the guard.
I think if you hit half, this does go.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Well, it's pretty tight to me, but
Okay.
I'll just throw it hard and try to play tight to the guard.
Talking
I don't think
about
this is gonna
whether
curl
the triple is there, I mean, is it possible?
looks like
Sure,
max?
but I
Throw it like
think
a peel, hey?
that in doing that, it might go across the top.
say max.
You have to remember also that that guard is in Laura's eye as she sits in the hack.
Okay. Try to hit what I can see.
So exactly what she said, hit what she can see, because it's not going to move. You can see where the broom is. It's right beside the rock.
You got it, Laura.
Where she lets go is very
Hello.
much where it's going to stay.
leading by 1 here in 6.
Yes, yes, yes.
Without hammer, final stone, Laura Walker. First things first, got to get by that high guard, and she won't. Double deflection, though. Wow, and she'll remove the 1 red, but it will be the draw for 3.
Sorry, guys. No worries.
We talked about that guard. It's a long guard,
Yeah.
The in off, like we could have.
I thought you had a chance
but
here,
it's
right?
in your eye. She probably could just see edge to edge from the hack and just catches it.
You got that stopwatch, Andy, Kathy?
Sure do.
Okay, well, let's play along at home. What kind of time you think here?
14-4.
All right. So scoring 3, as you see over her shoulder in the second end, and a chance for 3 more here in 6. Final stone, the outturn draw.
Yeah. Mine's a little tight.
Don't think we can hurt it. Yeah, it's a little
Tighter line, so.
Yeah.
In the tight
Yeah,
path.
you gotta go. Push. I think it's okay, Liz. We're okay. Okay.
Can't hurt it.
And the tight, just that she's referring to, is to keep it 14-4. To keep it just away from that center path where it starts to slow down.
14-4, and she will score. How about 3 more? Scoring threes twice in this game. Now a 7-5 advantage for Fleury. The South Saskatchewan River, Saskatoon. It's time to go back to where no one has gone before. Star Trek Discovery, all new Thursday on CTV Sci-Fi Channel at 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, now streaming on Crave. Love being back in the prairies, Kathy. Saskatoon, beautiful city. Great sports town, a lot of great events over the years in this building. World Junior Hockey Championship a couple of times. The Juno Awards were here back in 2007. And the Trials. It's Fleury up by 2 on Laura Walker. Nice draw for 3 and a unforced error, just clipping that guard with her final stone last end, Laura Walker. So she's down by 2 with Hammer throwing the yellow rocks.
Line's good. Needs to curl a little. Line's good. Top 12. Top 12. There. Curling. Full 12. Line's good. Might be a hair deeper. Top 8.
Yeah, we're deeper.
So Kristen's first stone coming a little bit deep behind, and that stops you from being at top 12. You have to almost protect by being in the 8-foot or full 12.
You got her.
Line's good.
A little less.
Top 4. Top 8. Lots of room. Pretty nice right now. Weight's all there. Room. You got room. It's not even trying to curl yet.
Weight's great.
It really has to curl.
We're
Go
like
as deep
top
as you
teeth.
can, Taylor. Gotta go,
Top
Tay.
teeth.
Hard. Hard. Hard right over.
Okay.
Good
Great weight, just no line.
Your updates continue. Lot of granite in play on sheet D in the 6th end. Jacqueline Harrison, Casey Scheidegger, and shot stone. I don't know, is it Harrison? Back
It's
button?
Scheidegger. It is that yellow stone on the tee line, surrounded by those other 2. So a chance for 2, but for Casey, it is a very precise draw. Needs to be full 4.
You need a bite of the button, half the button. Gotta be in white. Yep. Line's good. Hard line. Hard line. Go. Hard. Let's move. Yep, go. Let's move this a bit. Yep. Yes. Hard. Just to be
Good
sure.
scrubbing the entire way. There's your little tap,
2.
and there is
Yep.
2. And you're right, Kathy.
2 yellow.
That shot stone was all Scheidegger, and now she's got 2 in her back pocket. Looking to pick up win number 3. The team had a Lethbridge, where the Tim Hortons Brier will travel to in Lethbridge, Alberta.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
And I know not the week he wanted, but Brendan Botcher talked about being Team Canada in Alberta with fans in Lethbridge. So that'll be a very fun event for sure.
Yep. Okay, this is where it should be
Quite straight, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
The other option Laura had on that previous shot was, instead of the hit weight, just to tap some stones around, create some catchers for herself, because 1 miss gives you 2, and now you're allowing the open hit by Tracy Fleury.
You see the score there, Jones the blank, so she retains Hammer in a 4-4 tie with Rachel Homan, as they're underway in 7 as well.
We don't want to be just top 8 here. We want to come next to
Came up a little.
Okay.
All right, this is the matchup, Kathy, that you had focused on. The seconds when we began the broadcast, Taylor McDonald and Liz Fife, and it looks like Taylor's had a really strong game here for Laura Walker.
She has made a lot of really good shots. She's had good draw weight. She's had good hit weight.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go, 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 go.
And another nice berry.
Good, 14-9. Yep. Yeah, you got it.
fellas.
Oh.
I like that. I don't know how you get there, but
How do we get there?
just go wide.
I don't mind this, but it's hard to get there.
That's what we're saying. We really like that, but
It's not that far off from my draw. And
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
It's kind of the same line.
Don't think you have to go super far out there.
Yeah.
Let's make it nice.
Because it will run for quite some time, and I do think that that gives you a better odds freezing down to that stone than hitting the one in the front. And clearly the team was all on the same page.
13, 8, 14. I like that.
T-line.
All there.
Little bit.
Back east.
T-line.
Line's
Down
great.
there a bit.
Weight's good.
Line's
Down
great.
line.
Little bounce.
Down line.
Really moving.
Little bounce. Line.
Gotta go. Gotta go for 8.
Hard. Just do it. Hard. Line's good. Hard. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Deeper signal double. Deeper, 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 deeper. Okay. Good. 14-3.
Okay.
Real close.
Yeah.
Better. Or do you like trying to outcount that one? No? No,
I
okay.
don't mind just getting it out, yeah.
Got it.
Not important to stick around. It's important to make it go away. For Team Fleury, would still be lying 2 as long as it's gone.
Yes!
You gotta go.
Hard!
Push, Liz.
Yes! Hard! Yes, the other side.
Push Liz. Liz Fife on the brush, and they'll make the yellow go away.
Atta girl. Nice throw. Good throw.
I like same. We're seeing same.
Okay.
The reason I like the same shot is she's just thrown this. She's thrown it in the past. She was a little bit light for the freeze, but now knows that she can extend and add a couple of feet.
And a reset from Kate Cameron.
You heard the ooh, sometimes right in front of the hack, it starts to go a little bit flat, and it almost feels like there's something under your stone. It doesn't slide freely, but enough to make her do a bit of a shoulder check and reset.
Here goes. Line's really nice.
You still have room. You still have room. You still have room.
Taylor.
It's Taylor. It's Taylor.
Taylor, if you can. Lock it on.
We're all there. We're all there.
13 and a half.
Okay. Shoes untied.
I know, I noticed that. I'm like,
don't trip.
Your shoelace. Yeah, I think so. Or just roll in just like a tiny bit. So that keep our 7? Yeah. Good. I got. How many weight are you thinking? 9. Okay. Got it.
You know, we haven't seen Tracy win a Scotties, and so a lot of people may be thinking, is she just playing well right now? Well, all you have to do is look at the world rankings. Just some wonderful performances. Everybody's heard of Anna Hasselberg. She's won the world a number of times. Heard about Carrie Anderson, 2-time defending Canadian champion. Jennifer Jones, we all know, but Tracy Fleury has been quietly going about her, doing her business and winning a lot of games.
Yeah, came in red hot on the slam circuit, comes in here undefeated, and you look at that board right now, the European Championship going on, and Anna Hasselborg actually in the 2-3 game is losing right now to Russia 4-2. As we keep an eye on the European Championship as well.
9. They're solid.
Yeah, unbelievable. 15 of the last 16 games.
8-5.
And keeping the level of play against the teams that she's playing.
No, no, no.
Montreal Canadiens might want to sign her to a contract. She's
I think everybody wants to sign her to a contract with those numbers.
I just don't see that as a, like, unless I'm
Or do we
really
double?
precise, I still think that can go over the
Or
top.
do we make it double?
Like, do I ever make this double and stay buried?
Sure.
What do you guys like?
Can make this. That's nice.
Yeah, you don't have to make the double.
I don't hate it.
I don't mind that.
Is that your first thought?
Or you make this double and roll, and she hits and rolls, and you have a double for 2.
Yeah.
What do you like?
This was my first thought, but if I'm not shot, it's not that good, I don't think.
Like we gotta make the double or the roll, you're saying?
Yeah. And I think Like that is pretty good, but
I like it.
I guess she nose taps that, and then the double never, like this, it's never going to be for 2 anyways, I don't think. So probably have to make this one now.
Okay.
Because then at least the double on, like, I'll be able to score this one, right?
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like right now, if she taps that one,
I think,
not gonna
or
score
make this double. And then she's probably just hitting one of the open ones, and then you have a shot for 2. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever looks more makeable.
Trying to figure out the best way to score 2, not to eliminate stones. They've talked about this. They've talked about this. And that gives you an option. If you don't make the double, you can even hit and roll. And now Tracy has to play the run back.
Yeah, which is okay. Like, but we
That's
just wanna
my
make
favorite.
Sure we actually get it out of the.
If you don't
call,
make the
but
double now, though, we're getting forced.
If I think it's the same with any of these calls.
Mm-hmm.
I could do this again. But unless I'm perfect, she just blasts, and then I guess I play this double for 2.
She may ignore it too and just.
For 2 half.
Yeah.
I feel like making double on your first one.
I think a double gives
Opens
us more opportunity now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now?
Either this one or this one.
And there's Erin
Yeah.
Pincott, the alternate for this team.
I think it's whatever you're feeling. I think anything with that might leave her a bit of an easier one.
You may have some tolerance on
Yeah.
this because it does go this way a little, right?
Or if we just roll.
Even if I just roll behind this one.
Exactly.
Even, it's not bad.
And then if she does play it, she's rolling out, you might have a blank too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first call is a double?
I think so.
And then just try to stay right here.
Even if we just get this to here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like a quarter rock.
Do you like just throwing normal?
Yeah.
I really need to keep my speed.
I like normal.
Do you have enough room this way to play it or no?
That's your first choice, but your second choice, if you happen to just roll underneath, is also a very good one, because now Tracy Fleury has to run her stone straight back, and if she happens to roll and miss it, all of a sudden that yellow stone that's biting on the left-hand side could become a factor.
Even closer to like the 9 side, Laura.
Okay.
Walker's 6 events this year, Kathy, qualifying in 5.
Okay.
And these teams met actually at a slam a few weeks ago in the quarterfinals in Chestermere, a game that Fleury won.
Looks good. Should finish up a bit for you.
And you saw the world rankings, and #1, of course, Fleury, just red hot. 3 wins on tour already. And trying to stay perfect thus far at the trials here in Saskatoon.
So goal 1 is the double.
Yep.
And plan B, if it doesn't happen to
Yes.
get right to it, is the hit and roll under.
Whoa! Whoa!
Laura Walker
Oh.
flips
Nice
it
shot.
over,
Nice
little
shot.
tap.
Really good.
And that is
I think it kissed
second
her.
shot stone,
Yeah,
but
baby.
moves things
Might
around.
actually push it
Yeah.
Real
Love
good.
that, Laura.
Nice shot, buddy.
That's actually.
I really anticipated a movement at the end, so I was like,
Thought it was going to move a little bit more, but it's the kick
And I was like,
I don't know if we're second.
of the red stone.
Krista McCarville trying to improve to 4 and 3. Kelsey Rock at 1 and 4, and McCarville with a 3-point advantage. Shot stone belonging to Rock there on the button.
Well, you can see that there is a bundle in play.
Hey, don't need to. Close for line, though. Line's good.
92%, Kathy, on her draws so far this morning is Kelsey Rock.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, I didn't happen to
You're gonna run
see
into
if
this
that
yellow one.
shot stone was thrown by Kelsey on her first, but
Good job.
clearly those other stones don't
Yeah,
matter.
two
And if she made the first
yellow,
one,
yeah.
she's made 2, and if not, that's still wonderful weight.
And yeah, clearly draw weight is very nice right now. So McCarville leads 5-4 with hammer after 7.
And Kelsey Rock is one of those teams that is looking better and better with every game, just feeling more comfortable out here.
And the shooter for Tracy Fleury is rolling
Good. Wonderful sweep.
and rolls back 12.
Good choice. Try. Okay. They didn't even hesitate. Okay. Mid 14, you think so?
we don't quite need the forfeit, so I'm just going to take this same path that I've thrown.
I like that.
So that tells
Pretty
me
similar
they're
speed.
pretty
Yes.
confident that
It-
yellow is shot stone. And
I don't
is it?
know. Like, I guess they've looked at it close enough. To me, it's very close, but they clearly feel it is. If you look at the outside of the stone, it does lead towards yellow.
I wasn't sure, but you guys were.
But you have to be sure.
Okay.
You got it, Laura.
And
Nice and
Kate
sure.
is. So taking lots of ice, does not want to touch that stone at the top that they've looked back and forth at all.
Gotta be
And
full
needs
four,
to
lines
get
of
full
hair
8,
tight,
bite the
T
4
line.
for the pair.
We're all there right now.
And that speaks for itself right now. Pretty good with the draw weight. And needs a good one here. Would love full 4.
T-line. Okay, you only really have T-line
Final
on
stone
this
here
right now.
in 7. Laura Walker trying to tie things up here in our feature.
Just leave that one there, Nadine. She might want to look at it.
Just a gentle scrub.
There we go. Don't touch that.
Yeah, and poor Kristen McCush going nowhere near, but they'll have a quick look, and they agree. So a good draw weight and a 7-7 tie in our feature. Time for an update. They've been 2 of the best in the game for a long time. Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones in a 4-4 tie. And for the moment, it is Rachel lying the 2.
Jennifer is being forced. She has the option of the draw or the hit. She's elected to play the hit.
No. Dawn. Clean.
You see Dawn McEwen. A nice clean, and bang, away it goes. So she does collect her single and leads 5-4 as Holman with hammer now in 9. Pardon me, 8. They are underway in 8. And we're glad you're watching as we're tied up at 7 in our feature. As Laura Walker, the nice draw to pick up 2. So in a 7-7 tie here in the 8th end, it is Team Fleury, the Red Rocks, with hammer.
And that deuce really generated by a really great shot by Laura on her first. In removing that stone and rolling so far, Tracy Fleury went to hit the open one because all of a sudden in Laura's first, she tapped a stone back and brought the other yellow into play. And with that rollout, led to 2.
A little less. Okay, weight's close.
Line's good, though.
Top 8.
Line's good.
Holding a bit. Weight's close.
Top 8, line's good.
Top
It's
good.
close, Lena.
We're
Line's
to it.
really good. Okay, line's good.
Weight's
Needs
really
to
close.
finish.
Okay,
Needs to
weight's
curl.
really close.
Needs to finish.
We're to it.
We're 2 hours. 2 hours.
Yeah.
Selena then. Selena.
Sorry.
Okay, that works.
I was like, oh dear. What did you have, Chase?
14.9.
Oh, same. Okay. Exact same weight. 14.9.
Well, there is nothing
Just didn't finish
to
in
choose
like the-
between these 2 players. The only difference is that they're hits, but there haven't been very many to judge that from.
14.7-ish.
But dead even.
When you played, Kathy, how much did you pay attention to numbers, if at all?
None. You know what? The number I paid attention to was the scoreboard. You know what? Do your best out there to put your team in good place. Did I look at them? Yes, but it was more about what I could contribute on the ice.
It's like Jonathan Quick said the other night, the numbers I focus on wins. Jacqueline Harrison, Casey Scheidegger. In a 4-3 advantage right now for Scheidegger, and there's that shot stone from Harrison right on the Tim Hortons lid with 1 to come.
Well, Casey Scheidegger's team had a timeout and a lot of discussion before her last shot about what to do. They wound up leaving Jacqueline with that shot stone.
No.
Needs to make a good draw for the second point, though.
Starting to curl. Okay.
No.
14.1.
Allison
Line's
Flaxey
great.
and Lynn Kraviazik, Laura Hickey. Out of the Dundas Valley Golf and Curling Club in Ontario, Team Harrison, and that will glide a little bit too far, so good
Moving
effort.
this one.
And a single.
Oh, and I'm moving it the wrong way.
Okay.
So every contest across, it'll look a little bit closer as Flaxey takes another look.
Yeah. Measure, please.
Okay, so they will put the stick to it, so stand by. We'll update the score for you. close games in play right across the sheets of ice at SaskTel Center this morning.
Hard, Kate! 11.5. Hard, Kate, never off, never off, never off, never off.
Cameron trying to hold it for Taylor McDonald. Rattles that red back and pushes it back 12.
Wasn't that outside one for now?
So it's 2 at the top don't really.
On the nose.
You like that?
Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't like that. Those two there.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, doesn't go
Or
on.
we throw peel.
You want to save the
Trying to
shooter
get rid
though?
of both. My first thought was peel, but
Oh, like peel them out?
can we get rid of them both or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Got it.
It's tough,
Okay, Liz, you got it.
but Liz can throw lots of weight. Need to hit it on the outside of the stone, pretty much where the broom is.
Yeah.
One will drag through the hole, and the other could go across the top.
Yep.
Big weight, big rotation, negative in the brush.
Will it drift?
And just so hard to throw that big a weight, but that's a great effort to move it even that far.
Well, and those two stones were pretty frozen.
Whoa, that was really thin.
And we talked about this matchup
I was
coming
gonna
in. The
expect it to be that
biggest
thin.
thing for me was this young lady
got it.
was a -4 versus a +4. She's got a huge plus today and has risen to the occasion, playing better than her opponent.
Weight's good. Whoa. Nice control.
No.
Close.
No.
Close.
No.
Really close.
Close.
Close. Yep.
No.
Whoa. Go. Good. 10-8. Good throw. Just a hair too much ice. Nice throw. Okay. Nose. Okay. 10. Okay, Selena. Hey, you got it. Just 10. 10-5. Yep. Hard, hard, both of you. Come on. Hard. Push. Yeah.
Quiet.
And avoids the jam at the back.
Good brushing. I think she was a little soft on release and knew that if it curls a little more, she jams.
So there was the measure, and there is your proof. There is 2 for Harrison, so a 5-4 lead over Scheidegger, who has hammer now in 8, down by 1.
Okay. Little more. Well then. For more. Oh. 10-2.
Nadine.
Hard, Nadine. Hard.
The nose hard.
Yeah, 10-2 and a little more set. Okay, good. Good throw.
Pretty good. Nice, pretty good. Hard double.
That's all right.
A very tough double.
Shots.
And they're not considering it at all.
10. A little more. Yep.
And a good outing by Kate. We talked about the importance of Kate, not only in terms of what she does with the rock, but how she supports Laura.
10.
And is certainly winning the battle at the throwing area this morning.
Give me your hair quiet. Yeah, it's quiet. Whoa. Whoa. Yes. Wait's good. Yes. Good, Selena. Good shot. Good shot.
And a little flip. TV left.
Good shot. Good. Good throw. Sure, I just really want to be careful to stay shot.
Yep. Okay, sorry, what are we seeing here?
Hair more.
Okay.
It's deep in the house. So.
You go in control?
Well, it is second and third that belong to Fleury. But for Laura Walker, has to make sure that she does not roll very far at all.
10. Okay. Nose or just a rock?
In a 5-4 lead for Krista McCarville, we look in on sheet C. And 1 to come from the skip from Thunder Bay. It is the out-turn hit and a chance to score 2.
Now, Kelsey Rock was facing 2 on her final stone and hit and roll, did not roll far enough to get corner frozen.
Clean.
But she is shot stone, and that is why Krista's going at it for 2.
Yep. Clean. 10.
Hearing clean, a skip's best friend. As you know, it's close. It is bang on 2 for McCarville. So in control on sheet C, back to our feature. And they wanted to hold this shooter and make sure they hung around for shot stone, a little roll. And they will lie 2 without hammer here in 8.
Really good.
Great spot.
Yeah, I guess throw it like wider to roll low. Pretty good. 10-5.
Okay. Top 8, and I just cleaned it in the whole way. So this one, I guess, just a little more curly.
Yeah.
Well, there's a plus for Laura Walker. We talked about Tracy, 73 in her last game, which was far lower than any previous game.
10-5.
And the player comparisons are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
It's interesting as you go through the order, you see how it is Team Walker ahead, Team Walker ahead, Team Walker ahead. But when you look at the scoreboard, it is those 2 threes that leap out at you that Fleury took, and that's made the difference in this game.
And Fleury yet to record a minus in competition this week, so that's being out-curled by 5% or better, with obviously some critical rocks still to come in this contest.
10-5. Yep. Sweet's good.
So 2 options for rolls. Ideally trying to roll far in front of the stone on the other half of the center line.
Whoa, Kristen.
But underneath their own is also an option.
There's the hit, there's the roll.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Back button, and of course, just alluding, you can only have one player sweep behind the tee line. Why you heard only one?
Good shot, let her go. It's good. Yeah. Whoa, Kristen. Hard, Kristen. Go.
So at that point, only one member of the throwing team can sweep behind, and it was just you get caught up, and that's why Selena yelled, and one of them stopped.
If you nose it, you lose yours.
No, I just mean like if I stay in front of it.
Yeah. That was like a lot of ice at the same weight.
Okay, same. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if that's too much ice to try to roll Taylor's way a little. I don't think so. By the center, it might move a little more. Get a little
So
more
for
finish
Laura,
again.
it's not only about removing the stone, but it is rolling a couple of feet sideways and not sitting right there and setting up a double opportunity for Tracy Fleury's last.
It's good. Less than her last. 10. Yes. Hard. 10. Yes. Less weight. Hard. Everything you
This is starting to move.
Really gotta go.
Nadine Scotland trying to hold it for her skip, but that is curling.
Take that one out.
And the red will spill out, but a chance to pick up 2 here for Tracy Fleury in 8.
Quite a bit less?
A little bit less, yeah.
Got about. Okay. Short kind of weight, similar weight maybe, 10-5? Same weight, 10-5. Okay.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Is it just me, or has there been a lot of high-scoring games this week, Kathy? It seems there's been a ton of offense.
Yeah, there has been, but you've got the best teams in the country here, and so their ability to generate that is certainly there. They're also not afraid to play a lot of stones in play, and when you do, you sometimes create opportunities for 2s and 3s and 4s on a more regular basis than otherwise.
She scored a couple of 3s in this game. And a chance here for 2. Final stone on the way in 8, Tracy Fleury. And again, her brushers picking her up. Fife McCush, and they hold it. That is a beauty. Right on the nose for 2. As Tracy Fleury leads here in Saskatoon in our feature matchup.
The intensity is different than a Scotties or Briar. It's paramount to find a way to enjoy it and still stay focused and intense in all the moments you need to, but actually embracing and enjoying it.
Let's just make sure we take this one shot at a time, you know, the old saying goes, and really engage and focus on every shot out there and try to make it as best we can and hope that, you know, that relates to lots of points on the scoreboard.
Man, we've had some great matchups, Kathy, all week long, haven't we? And another one on the men's side, Mike McEwen at 3-2, John Epping at 3-2. And that's later on today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic, Cheryl, Russ, Kathy have you covered. Should be outstanding as Mike McEwen was so close back in 2017, and Epping has a couple of Olympians on his team, and Brett Lang, and of course the gold medal winner, and Ryan Fry. So excited to watch that matchup later this afternoon from Saskatoon.
And that match is so important because the loser may not advance, and for the winner to stay up in the mix, that game is so, so critical.
In our feature, it is Fleury, a 9-7 advantage here in 9. Laura Walker does have hammer throwing the yellow rocks.
Line's good.
Halfway high.
Line's good.
Halfway high.
Line's good. Just to your broom. Maybe a little
Nadine
deeper.
lives in Calgary. Of course, Taylor and Laura call Edmonton
There, girl.
home,
Nice
and
pair. Good spot.
Kate Cameron, the import from Manitoba.
Halfway, Trace. Halfway.
Trace
Okay,
here.
You want to split center?
Yeah, got it.
Updates continue. Rachel Holman, Jennifer Jones, and Jones leading 5-4. And you see Rachel has that one counting and one to come. And a chance to take the lead in this contest, which has been back and forth every time we peek over.
Well, I glanced over a couple of times. Emma Miskew made a wonderful run that put her team in great shape to lie 2. Jennifer facing 2 on hers, not able to make the double. This is why it's an opportunity for 2 for Rachel Holman.
Looks light.
Familiar faces out of the Ottawa Curling Club: Rachel Holman, Emma Miskew, Sarah Wilkes, Joanne
Great
Courtney.
sweep, guys. Yeah.
And no doubt a very frustrating week for them. Put the time in and you do all the work, and sometimes it's just not your week.
Great info. I fucking
I
went
don't think
for
we
it.
need to kill any of them.
No.
Jiggle some stuff around.
Just bored. Almost nose.
Okay, let's go.
You got a little curl here last time.
Weight's good.
Close. Yep.
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 Yep. Yep. Hard.
So you need to move those stones,
Gotta go.
but you don't have to move them out. It's just about distributing them, trying to tap.
Okay. I also thought she was just a hair snag. That's okay.
Sliding more.
Yeah.
Didn't look sharp over
Yep.
top.
9-5. Okay. Okay, watch the roll. Yeah, roll your way.
9-5.
Got it. Center.
And there is one shot stone tucked in there, fully buried for Casey Scheidegger. And can she somehow loop one in to score a pair?
Well, she can for sure, and Casey's known as such a wonderful hitter, but the last update that we did showed her drawing to the full 4-foot, biting the button for her second point. Needs to do that one more time.
In our feature, the yellow disappears, so Tracy Fleury lying now
Okay, clean.
4.
There it goes. Okay, go then. Go. Okay, Walt. Yep. Yes, line. Yep. Go. Okay.
As that stone starts to make its move, a little wick on the red. Can it spill in? And it
2. Yep.
does. So curls in and spills in enough off the rub off the red.
Well, and a good call by Carrie Ann McTaggart on that.
Wait's nice. Close. Close.
So a 1-point advantage in another game that's been back and forth. All of them very close this morning.
Coming down.
Hard. Anything you need. Whoa, whoa.
Nice.
So Walker just trying to get that red wall sort of lined up to try help her out, move those stones back off the tee line.
She sure is. For Laura Walker, it doesn't really matter how much shrapnel there is at the back of the house. Those are all going to be things that she's hoping that she can use, she can freeze to, that Tracy and her team might jam onto, and so she's trying to tap them back. And Tracy's just going to keep trying to pick away at the yellow stones that are at the top of the house.
Watch the back, Kristen.
Follow the yellow.
Ooh, okay, that works.
And just enough to slice it out for Selena.
Yeah. Do we ever hit and flop off those?
No, I think we like the straight
I like
freeze.
this stagger right now. I would hate to move that. I think
I like
this
the
is a
freeze.
call.
So it's like back 8, so I'm thinking
And
like
she likes the
14,
stagger
14.
because
Think
any
that's
point
enough,
she
Kate?
goes around,
Pardon?
there's nothing that Tracy can run to get rid of it.
Okay, nice and sharp.
I hope you
All right,
took the over. If
Yeah.
you look at points scored, I mean,
Both of these teams have demonstrated the proof that they know how to score points.
as a fan of the game, and we are, Kathy, I love it. I
I
love
do
seeing
too.
Roxon play in back and forth, high-scoring games, some difficult shots attempted, and for the most part made this week, as we've seen by the AGI top shot every day. There's been some outstanding shot making.
Well, and neither of these teams hesitated or waited a couple of ends. They went at each other early. They're not afraid of stones in play, and they accept the risk associated with that.
And back to that red stone.
Very nice.
It's great.
I like moving these. I'm just thinking about what weight.
Yeah.
Now the stagger, not their friend right now.
Nope.
With the intern?
Ever just follow them?
Yeah, thought about it. You want to talk about it? Take a time?
Take a time. Throw peel and try to stick here. Do you ever just follow them?
You want to talk about it?
You like a time?
Okay.
Time out, please.
So timeout taken, and you got two pretty good options to come out and help you out
You know, I thought
for strategy.
follow them,
Sherry
but
Madaw
Do you ever just follow them or no?
will come out as coach.
These two are just a little dangerous.
What was your
right?
concern with the peel and try to stick over here?
Yeah, either play it with weight or like a draw split, the middle one. I know, then you're leaving our rocks in play, but you just got to open up the middle somehow.
Change the angles
Yeah.
a bit.
Okay, then I
Do you
like
ever
drawing
play-
peel.
Do you ever play like
Like a 10.
back 12?
So the
at
one that's
fifth?
hurting us right now is the center one, right?
That was my
this
first
one is
thought,
still-
was
Yeah.
playing like back line at it.
Yeah, just to, so
Just
trying to tap this.
I think I'd rather play weight at it if we're moving these.
I know, me
don't wanna
too.
play
I just don't
around.
want to set up like some.
Well,
So the one that's hurting us is the center one.
6.
Right.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
So yeah, do you want to just play right? Get rid of this and then.
yeah,
Open
we're
it up?
probably giving up 2, but
Yeah,
okay.
and, which is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
my first thought.
Yeah,
Peel
we-
a little low. Try
Yeah.
to stick over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it then.
Yeah, let's make it.
Thanks, Sherry.
So they wound up in a relative
Out.
consensus about moving those stones. The bigger question was weight. The call I didn't like was the one from the hack about, do we follow her down there? Now you're just chasing and you're creating something that Laura Walker's hoping that you do. And if your opponent likes what you're doing, then you're probably not doing the right thing. So this is about moving these stones so that they can make a short run off
Get it
either
over
one of
there
them.
so we
Take
can
away the
Get
stagger.
it out of the way. And something out of it. Oh, you got it, Selena. Woo,
Faster, easy.
easy.
Got just a touch more. Yeah.
You got it.
Do you care about the shooter here, Kathy?
No. I like Sherry Madaw's tone very much. She comes out with a specific action. She's been through the trials before. You saw that, losing the final to Jennifer Jones years ago. She skipped for many, many years, still does. Just a very calm voice of reason. Here's what's causing us problems. Let's
Great
fix it.
shot, Selena.
And problem fixed.
Good. Good shot. I think that's pretty good.
Ice looks so scary.
Yeah.
But I was like,
So the Yellowstone at the back is shot. Laura's trying to go around the corner, but remembering that that Yellowstone is now available to be removed. And even with the deuce here, if you look at the analytics, tied up coming home with, very strong to win. And that's where Tracy Fleury wants to be.
T-line. Line's good. It's running. T-line.
Running like it's heavy.
Really running.
Gonna come down.
It's always Tay's.
Okay, then it's hit.
If you can, Tay.
I can't.
So you can stay full 12.
We're hanging on. We're hanging on.
And that keeps drifting.
It's 14.
And for now, that's fourth
Good throw.
shot stone.
Sorry.
Yeah, that travels quite a bit better there, I think. Shoot.
on the nose. Okay. Okay, Trace. You got it. You got it. Right at it.
This is 3. We played the last time the same. We're still going for a steal. So.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Skip Stones here at 9.
No. Whoa. 8-5. No. Yep. Whoa. Go. Right out.
Yellow
Good.
squirts
Good
out.
shot.
Nicely done.
Good.
So just a little. Wait, Lucian.
Control again.
Okay. 7 3/4.
Yeah.
Give ourselves a chance.
Let's make a nice roll.
On the nose, Kathy, a little roll here.
Trying to roll, trying to find a way to maybe put this in a spot to roll underneath. And the Tracy Fleury won't make it, and they can still find a way to score 2.
It's cool, Laura.
We'll peek in on Krista McCarville, Kelsey Rock, and shot stone right now belonging to Kelsey.
That's a huge opportunity to tie this game.
It's good. Low right now.
It's an open hit, needs to stick. She's got a biter at the back. This is for 3.
Do you need to roll in a bit here, Kathy, or can you afford to hit it on the nose?
I think the nose is good, Brian. It looks like it's in the 12-foot enough that a nose would put you in as well.
I don't know if I touched that.
So Laura, the nose hit in our feature. She'll hit and stick.
So good. Good job.
And you called it, yeah, tons of room to nose it. 4-3.
3 yellow.
So they're tied up coming home, but Krista McCarville does have hammer in a 7-7 tie.
Now the nose hit by Laura means that for Tracy, she can just follow that stone down, make the same, and force her opponent, and take a 1-point edge.
Okay,
and
Tracy,
hammer
got it.
coming home.
You got it.
It's like, is it, if we have to steal anyway, like, should we make sure we score?
Yeah, sure.
Queen. 10. Whoa, good. Yep. Hair down.
Went from clean to hard quick as it was making a move, but they'll hold it.
Big shot, Trace. Good throw, Trace.
Do you ever take on the thin double?
Oh.
This is like a...
I just, you know, you said it, analytics. You got to try score 2 maybe.
It's so sharp, though, Brian. Like, you know what? 1 down, you play to steal, and you have to steal 2 ends in a row.
Right.
But if you take on that double and you
We still have to
miss,
steal in the last end. So
then you're down 3.
And I probably make that not very many times.
Yeah.
It's
really
very, very
yeah,
sharp.
I like it. Throw same?
Yeah, 10.
Got it.
So in tough here, down by 2. And the hit for 1. Final stone, Laura Walker.
Same. Clean. Close. Clean. Easy. Just clean. Whoa. Easy. Nadine.
Got to get it to curl up a little bit. Watch this roll. Oh, boy. And it will be a steal. Couldn't hold the shooter and get that nose hit. We'll wait for Kate Cameron to confirm it, but it looks like it's a steal of 1, and it is.
Did not move.
As Tracy Fleury up by 3.
Sorry, Laura.
Welcome back to our coverage. Canadian curling trials, and in our feature, Tracy Fleury is 1 end away from clinching a spot in the playoffs. She will secure a spot in the top 2 as well. So trying to finish up with a strong end. Can Laura Walker battle back? She needs 3. She's got hammer. And here is Nadine Scotland in 10.
Well, that three-point edge is huge, and that is what leaps out at me at the board when you look back at this game. The 2 threes scored by Tracy Fleury. The second one in particular in 6 was really disheartening, trying to play the double and just ticking on the guard and giving up that 3. But it has been a game that the Walker team has played well. It's just been a couple of things that's made the difference.
Yeah, we're all there. We're to it. Okay. Yeah, this is really running.
And there you see Rachel Holman's got a couple of red stones around the 8-foot one to come here from Jennifer Jones. A big draw needed. It is the out turn. It's on the way.
Well, she needs the 4-foot on Rachel's final stone. She threw it in the 8-foot on the tee line, or not on the tee line, the center line, sorry, to force Jennifer out in the wings. But she needs to get to the 4-foot facing 3.
And Caitlin now jumping out to try help, scrub it, and get it by the red. There's the tap, and it rolls a little bit. How much? A steal of 1 for sure.
Yeah, and that other one for sure not. I think only 1.
I agree, Kath.
Yeah.
But they might put a stick to it. So regardless, it will be Rachel Holman leading after 9. We'll just wait and see.
Okay. It's not close.
Okay. Did you hear me say a little bit?
So we'll get you up to date after they decide the official scoring.
Okay, I thought it was positive.
Yeah. Line's good. Halfway. Okay, line will be nice. It's tight. Good. Need to curl a bit. Line will be good. Line's good. No, line's good.
No, we're tight.
It's heavy.
Tight. It's
yeah,
very
it's tight.
Okay, where your feet are.
It still needs to
No, we're
finish
in.
the hair, but it needs to curl a
Just
little
biting
bit.
12.
Well, okay, that's okay. Good. 15-3.
That's okay.
Just through.
Yeah.
Okay. Just try to move this one off.
Like 13? 13.5?
Yeah, I think 13. Okay.
So trying to remove that stone and roll under those corners.
Half. Yes. Just through.
Tell me what she's saying.
Yes.
Has to throw quiet enough weight. Needs to make sure she sticks around.
Taylor McDonald winning a Canadian and World Junior gold with Kelsey Rock back in 2014.
This looks like she's
And she'll tap the red back, moves him a bit around the 4.
Wait, was nice.
And as promised, there you go. So a steal of 1. And it is Rachel Holman up 7-5. Jennifer Jones hammer in 10, down by 2.
Feel the tight corner. I feel like the center one's helping us right now. Pardon? I feel like the center one is helping us right now. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I don't mind that.
Yeah, that was my
Okay.
thought.
She's going to have to do something with that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's not. Whereas if we just open it up for her, then she makes
just
it hit and
making
roll behind
freeze
the
a bunch in there, I
If
guess.
we can rip this.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Whatever you're seeing, Trace. I'm either that one or that one. I think we got to rip something, but.
Yes.
Okay, I like this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're up 3. Make something go away, and that long corner guard. There's nothing that's going to really be protected by it. It's so far out, and it curls so much to the wings that a stone in the house can be removed. But this other corner guard, you can absolutely bury behind. So get rid of that and then roll right off.
Yep. Clean. Good throw.
And Liz Fife on cleanup duties and a good hit.
If we're playing the intern path, I think it will. Okay. Freeze the pocket.
Just tap that a half a foot. Okay.
I don't even know if you want to tap yet.
Still want to give him a run double.
14-5.
All there. Okay,
Line's good. Back 4.
Leave it then.
Room
now.
T-line.
Whoa then.
We're back 4.
Whoa.
Back 4.
Kate. Whoa. Kate, go ahead. Back 4.
Tapping quite a bit.
Yeah, it's running like it's hot. Hard. Back 4.
Hard. Try to touch it and roll on top.
Hard.
Hard.
Trying to lock it so that it can't be removed.
I just touched that. It's good.
Not bad.
13-9.
Did she hit the
Yeah, she ticked off the top one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And while they didn't mind this one before,
You got it.
it's now time to get rid of it.
Selena won a silver medal at the Canadian Juniors with Shannon Burchard back in 2012.
And according to what you just saw, there should not be teams here that
Nice throw.
this Fleury team has ever had challenges with this year. 27-1 against Canadian teams, other than Rachel Homan. That was their loss.
Can we freeze that other one?
So this is their comfort zone, this field.
Those 5 losses too, Kathy, all 2 Olympians. So I mean, you know, they're having a year. They're having a great season. You always talk, can we peak at the right time? And they seem to be doing it so far at this event, the biggest every 4 years. All right, Jacqueline Harrison and Casey Scheidegger, and this has been a back and forth affair. And you see 1, 2, well, 1 for sure, my apologies. 1 on the button for sure for Jacqueline.
I'd rather overcurl this.
Casey Scheidegger threw a long guard. That's that long Yellowstone that you saw up front, just trying to take away a direct run back. And so they're going out in the wings. I'm trying to look at the angle.
Trying to go yellow, red, red, yellow
No bounce.
with the slash.
Okay, whoa.
But I think it's
just really thin, but it's going to
One.
catch too thick.
Yeah, the GPS off a little bit there. So a steal of 1.
Few rocks in play, lady.
Oh,
I
pardon
think it
me,
was
she
red.
yeah,
She
it
took
was
the
red.
1. Just, you know,
I'm just going to stop talking for a while here, Kathy, and
That'd be 1, Jacqueline Harrison. 1.
it's 6-6 after 9. There you go.
There you go.
So the cleanup duties continue in our feature for Team Fleury. Trying to hit anything yellow.
Follow the yellow. Good.
And yeah, they'll rip it through and more importantly get rid of a red as well. Just any rock, not your friend right now if you're Tracy Fleury.
No, it's true. All of a sudden, those red stones that look great for Team Fleury early were a problem, and it's about trying to make one of them go away. It's an elimination game, and losing her shooter and one of those other stones, those are bonuses.
Or is that bad?
You might open up a double here.
Do we
I
ever
think
hit
you're
roll
almost
away?
better off being a little short of it.
Okay.
I don't think you hit anything.
I don't know if we have anything else anyway, so.
Yeah, like freeze to it.
Like 2, 3 more feet? I think so.
Let's
You
go,
got it.
Kate.
So you put it on top.
Room right now.
You gotta wait now.
We're close.
Mine's good. Mine's
Back 4.
wait.
Mine's good. We're back 4.
No, you're all over that still.
Go.
Okay, whoa.
Mine's good.
Go.
Make it good. Line's great.
Just getting by that high corner guard.
Mine's good.
We're there.
Taylor.
Wow, look at the finish.
That's insane. They just about hit that corner, Kathy, and look where that ended up.
That long corner guard
Great
Nice throw, Kate.
really was into play, trying to come across, but just missed it, and then just huge warp.
Mine's good.
Make it good.
Watch the
Line's
guard.
great.
Just gets by, and then the finish
We're there.
with the perfect weight that she threw. Wow, 6 feet.
Good for them. They're going down swinging here, trying to make it very tough on Tracy Fleury.
Hannah, you're saying?
Yeah, you got it. Right at it.
One of them like,
Got it, Trace.
still probably goes, but I think there's a better chance of one sticking around with that than there is to just let her just pick the top one.
If you ever hit that top yellow first, Kathy,
Right?
obviously the red goes, you jam the yellow, and there's an outside chance here for Laura Walker, depending on this.
Oh, okay. Nice shot,
But
Trace.
she is perfect as she spills it out.
She's a very strong hitter, and when she's also drawing well, yike.
Sorry, freaked out on you.
Ready to really give her. So?
Makes that tough.
Or you go here and she still has the same thing. Like that could still jam, but
even if we make this double,
we're kind of praying.
Time out.
Open one. Right.
If I could get to here.
Because if you don't make the free,
So their second timeout for Laura Walker again. Aaron Pincott will come to the ice.
Is it there with something else? So she's like maybe because the jam's there. I don't think it is there. Is the issue? I know she's always gonna.
I think our options are here and hope they stay, here and hope that jams, or here and hope that jams.
This is probably the most precise because if you're on either side, she just picks that one.
Up.
Okay. And she's picking this.
Yeah. But that's not a gimme.
Okay.
Like, could I ever
on the stagger?
Could I ever line it up to make
Does
sure
that make
jams?
it easier or harder?
I think that sends it over, Laura.
If I'm here?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Like if I almost line it up to jam all day.
But
then she just picks the top one.
Yeah. I think then if we think that this might be the best opportunity for a miss, then we try to go
Which is my line, right?
Yeah.
I just played it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we have room.
We didn't get super close to that, did we? On mine?
No. To this one?
Yeah.
Are you thinking
It's
over?
pretty tight.
Could we ever kind of over curl so that slash isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
And then
I
hope
could just
that
play it
kinda
this way
jams?
too, right? Like,
Yeah. I think we just want to be back 8 wherever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, make that slash as tough as possible, and then hope that that jams. I think.
Okay. Okay. Which turn?
I think I like the out turn line. Whatever you like, Laura.
As long as we think it's there with the out.
I think so.
It's a little more weight than Kate, so it should be.
Yeah, it should be there, but
Let's
you're
make
happy, I'm happy.
Okay. I had you here.
The should be their concern is that corner guard. Kate just got by. Laura's going to be throwing a little bit more weight to get towards the back of the house. They don't want to risk ticking it, but it's the only way that you can get there. They talked about the freeze on the back stone and how hard it is to make it perfect. And even if you do, Tracy's picking off the top. When you're down 3, you need a break from your opponent.
Yeah, either D14's okay.
As long as you're nice and sharp, we can drag it.
Krista McCarville, Kelsey Rock, as we update the action here in a 7-7 tie. And the final stone as McCarville looking to secure the win.
Needs to just pick it out.
Yes!
Kelsey tried to bury behind it, but about 3/4 open.
And just by that yellow, and she will pick it out and secure the victory. As Krista McCarville still very much alive with a big win.
I think, yeah.
Critical to stay at 3 losses. She improves to 4-3. So in the playoff conversation still. Meantime, in our feature, Laura Walker. This has to settle down.
Hey.
Hey, Laura.
Okay.
Well, it's still in play. Now she's going to have to make a heck of a shot on her last.
Fine. It's good enough. It really just has to stay in somewhere. Good judge. Yeah.
Tracy Fleury just has to make 1 yellow go away and pick up the win.
Well, she
I
has
can
this
stick this
double
double.
while it jams.
Yeah.
Does she have
Does she
the
have
8?
anything
Does it
else
go
then?
back onto here?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You guys like a time?
Yeah. Time out.
Time out.
Time out. Oh. We don't have any. Oh, do we?
I think
Oh,
we
no,
do.
never mind, sorry.
Yeah, we have one.
Okay.
Yeah, they only use the 1. Yes, ladies, you have
Yeah, I'm
1
just
more.
wondering if we have to play this or
Oh,
not.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Do we put another one in here somewhere?
Let's bring you the game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Well, the lead for Fleury is 3, and the 3s leap out at the board. And 6, Laura trying to make the double, tick the guard, and that led to that second 3, and that was tough. And the rollout in 9 really cost her as well. The numbers, we talked about the key matchup. It was a dramatic edge for Taylor early on. Liz brought her numbers back. It's pretty much a wash at second. It's come down to skip stones.
Just out counting this one. Just trying.
So Sherry Madaw out again.
It's hard to get through.
It is. It is. Like she just got through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay,
think-
so
yeah,
what
I
do
mean,
we?
just have to out count this
Totally.
one.
Yeah. You
14
guys know
flat
that.
to
I
Yeah.
threw
Stay in front of
like
the
a
TV.
couple ends ago. I threw to here.
Yeah, it was
And it was a
14-3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think
It was a 14-3.
14-3, yeah.
14-3. Oh, I
And it's
threw
been
here
a,
too.
been a
little
while.
tough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then 14-1, and it would have been back 8 yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think something close to that is
Okay.
good.
Okay, we need to make sure we take
You have enough
enough.
ice, I think?
Yeah. 'Cause it doesn't really need to be buried. Thanks, Sherry.
I did 4?
Yeah.
There is no need to hit. You need to look at the scoreboard. You're up 3. You've got that second stone, or rather the first stone of Laura's that went really deep, means that that red stone in the back 12-foot is your friend. So you throw another stone in,
Okay, so 14.
and Laura's going to have to make some off-the-wall triple in order to count all three. If you hit and things don't go your way, you may create an opportunity for a double for three. So for Tracy Fleury, throw it in. As long as it outcounts that yellow stone at the back 12, you're in business.
And you answered my question before I asked it. If you're at home watching, you think, rip the yellow, you're good, game over. But to your point, there you go.
Yeah.
A little less?
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit for line. Top 12. Yep.
So her final stone in 10, Tracy Fleury.
Come on.
And this looks light.
Push. Help.
They're going to have to
Not
push.
there. It's really light. Oh, yeah. Come on.
And it's not there. This is going to dig in and be shy. And what has she left for Laura Walker?
Sorry.
She's got to make a really tough double and keep the shooter.
That's it, Kathy? And we have a final right next door. Yeah, not going down without a fight as Rachel Holman. A big win over Jennifer Jones, 7-5 the final. Not the start they wanted. But the winners from 2017 in Ottawa continue to fight and handing Jennifer Jones her second loss.
Sorry. What, like, why couldn't we have peeled?
That one out?
Yeah.
We risked jamming it.
Oh, just jamming it. Okay.
Yeah. When it's like we didn't have to.
Okay.
Interesting, the conversation
Well,
after with
you
Kristen.
know what? After a miss, you always
Sure.
second guess.
You got it. Like you've been throwing it.
I always say you can't judge a call based on a make or a miss. And you're still leaving a very, very tough double that also needs to stick around to tie. And if you go the extra end, you've got last rock.
Degree of difficulty here, Kathy, out of 10.
8.
A little quiet.
She's got a chance.
Whoa.
Final stone here in
Close.
10.
Catch
Laura
her.
Walker
No, Taylor, you gotta go.
has to make the double, stick the shooter,
Barely touching it.
and she'll just wick
Okay.
off. Very tough shot not to be, and another win as Tracy Fleury officially into the playoffs here at the Trials in Saskatoon. That young lady is on a roll, still undefeated into the playoffs as they have their sights set on championship weekend. So, one game remaining, and let's go quickly to sheet D.
That's okay. Line's pretty good. Okay.
This has been a back and forth affair as I glance quickly at the scoreboard. So a 6-6 tie.
Top 4. Really curling. Top 4. We're losing line. That's fine. That's fine. Fully. Good.
Harrison Scheidegger, and it is
Good weight here. That's good.
Scheidegger with hammer here in 10. And right
kinda
now you
what
see
I'm
Harrison
seeing.
lying 1, 2, and 3 yellow stones.
You got 2 into the middle that way.
Well, Foxy's been watching a
With the
lot of the
intern, eh?
curling that we've been seeing this week of
With the intern?
Yeah.
teams that are using those corner guards to hit them to roll to the center to get a center guard.
2/3 with board.
Try and roll them into the middle.
Try and roll 2 rocks into the middle.
Give me a little more.
Okay.
So looking to roll not only her shooter, but the first guard that she hits and try to get a couple of stones closer to the 4-foot where they feel might be good enough to hide a stone to win.
This should curl, eh?
So you see Allison Flaxey, broom down in the house. Jacqueline Harrison, who came through in the pre-trials out in Nova Scotia. Down to Skip Stones here in 10.
Close. Yep. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
So Harrison trying to maneuver her own red stones, trying to get something out front. And look at that, she'll roll 2 over, and now a little bit more shrapnel up front to work with.
All right, straight up. Does that look good there? Yeah. A little thicker.
Yeah.
Probably actually could have thrown more weight too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more weight would have
Feel it.
helped. For Casey, just peel this out.
All about that pre-shot routine. A deep breath, settles in.
Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean. Clean.
And it's the in-turn rip, trying to remove that red.
Clean.
And away it goes.
Have a girl, Case.
So Harrison has to be shot stone here to
It's
force
still nice here, Jack. So
Yeah, I'm going
Casey
through the middle
Scheidegger
still,
to
okay?
throw her
I know
final
I'm
stone
wider
here
than
in
you
10.
Well, as you look at it, if she is buried, she could be shot stone for sure.
Wider, so I'm going to go across more of the middle. Yeah, okay. So what do you
She
think?
can get full 8-foot buried and be out counting the other. And we've seen Casey a number of times draw to the full 4 today. That may be what she needs on her final.
You need to bite the 4.
the line's okay.
Yeah, just the one stolen end.
Line's great.
And she needs one here. Final stone on the way. Has to be shot rock when this all settles
Always
down.
Laura's. Always
Whoa,
Laura's.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Really good. Okay, Laura's got to go. You got to go, Laura. Got to go. Keep going. Like
That
to
being
here.
Laura
Keep
Hickey,
going, keep going.
trying to get it to move, carve it over. Want to be behind some cover, and it is shot stone.
Is it? Yeah.
It's tucked pretty good.
Pretty much.
Half only.
Pardon?
So Christy Morse having a look at the other end from the hack.
Kind of think I like the draw, Care. I don't know.
Well, that's going with your gut. When she sits in the hack, she can have a second look. If she sees more of it than she thinks she can, she may play the pick. But with up weight, they run really straight. I don't think she can see very
The same
much.
here, hey?
You heard her say to Carrie Ann McTaggart, I like the draw. So the broom down. Full 4. And you pick up the win here in Saskatoon.
You also heard Carrie Ann say nothing, and that's the right thing to do. If, as you look at that, there's not a lot available to you of that shot stone. She's played a lot of big draws today. That's what she's feeling, and look at those wonderful numbers.
So a draw for the win. Final stone here in 10. Casey Scheidegger.
There it goes. There it goes. All you. Right to tee.
You need
Line's great. Good chunk of the 4. There it goes. Going pretty big. Going pretty big.
Good communication all the way down. As the sweepers guide it in, has to stop.
Atta girl, Kate.
And it will. What draw weight and what a shot for the win. Casey Scheidegger, a big smile as she earns the W here on this Thursday morning.
She said, I like the draw. That's why she likes the draw. Really feeling it.
Well, you're digging the draw, Scheidegger. You throw the draw. There you go.
Happy birthday, Riker. Hi, everyone back home. Hi, boys.
There you go. Messages sent. And some happy ladies curling out of Lethbridge at this year's trials in Saskatoon. So yeah, this is the exciting time of the week. You see Tracy Fleury, she is officially into the playoffs. We know Jennifer Jones at the very least in a tiebreaker situation. So if you're at 3 losses and you win out, you're going to guarantee yourself something.
Okay.
And other than that, you know what, it's still too early. So we'll leave it there.
Lots can happen
Lots.
still. That is for sure.
Definitely, but what a run right now for Tracy Fleury, victorious in her feature. And yeah, that's what it's all about.
Mom lost. Look at he's so sad.
I know, that is really
What?
such a cutie.
We lost?
Yeah, that's little Colby there. Kind of makes it all better, doesn't it? Beautiful little guy as the trials continue here in Saskatoon.
The 2021 Tim Hortons Curling Trials are brought to you in part by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. By Scotties Facial Tissue, unleash the Scotties. By Home Hardware, here's how. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Welcome back. Oh, there's a little cutie. There's Riot. And Mama Rachel Holman, a winner. Yeah, nice. That's cool. Huh? Oh, he's awesome. Hanging out with Mom, who happens to be a 3-time Scotties champ, and a winner versus Jennifer Jones. It all continues this afternoon as we focus on the men. There's your feature. It's Mike McEwen, 3-2. John Epping, a 3-2 record. Man, the wins are critical, aren't they, going forward? 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Vic Rauter, Cheryl Bernard, Russ Howard, and Kathy Gauthier with all your coverage at the Tim Hortons Curling Trials here from Saskatoon. No one's been hotter, though, than the young lady that wins again, as Tracy Fleury, still undefeated, has clinched herself a spot in the playoffs and still a chance to get that bye to the final on Sunday. It's been awesome being back in Saskatoon. Thanks for watching our coverage of the curling trials right here on TSN. We'll see you back here this afternoon.